Good morning, Vietnam! Hang on, let's bring Scott in. Morning, everyone. I might have made a cock up. I think last week I said it was going to be 8:30 for the Saturday show, and I've done everything for 8 o'clock. So we're going at 8 o'clock if we haven't got anyone watching. That's fine. I'm sure they can catch up. So,
It's okay,
good
I've
morning.
got my coffee. Got my coffee.
Got mine as well. I've got mine as well.
It's actually easier for me because I got up like 12 hours ago. So hey, I'm up.
Good evening, Australia. Good early morning, America. Good morning, UK, and the rest of Europe, the rest of the world. Actually, we don't. We've not had any Chinese join us on this stream, but there's still time. I want to cater for all the continents. Anyway, good morning, wherever you are watching from. Thank you, Rumble, by the way. Another 4 followers over on Rumble from the streams we did last week. So it is growing. If you haven't jumped on this Rumble thing yet, people jump on the Rumble because it is serious competition for YouTube. There's never been really competition from YouTube since it all began. And I think that's because there's a little bit more freedom of speech over on Rumble. And obviously, when you've got the freedom of speech thing going on, it tends to get a bit Wild West, but then you use your own brain to decide what you want to watch and stuff like that. It's a bit like the X syndrome. Since Elon Musk took it over, it's a bit. I rarely go there now because it gets a bit nasty. I'm not into that.
Yes.
Anyway, Scott, mate, how's things in Tasmania?
Well, it's slowly starting to cool down. I mean, it's still 26 degrees, but it's slowly cruising down. Like next week, it's meant to be about 22. So I think the time has come.
Excellent. You can tell it's early morning. I just haven't had enough coffee yet, so I'm going to pop off and grab some more coffee in about 20 minutes. I'll keep this going though. In the chat, we've got Craft Knit So. That's our Sophie. Welcome aboard. Paul Price has joined us as well. Paul, I didn't have. I was in a rush this morning because I couldn't remember whether it was 8 o'clock or 8:30. I said I'd do the Saturday stream, so it got to close to 8 o'clock. I thought, did I say 8 o'clock? I better go at 8 o'clock. So I haven't had time to send out any invites, so I've pinned it to the top of the chat in the YouTube chat if you want to jump on board, mate. Daz Falconer, good morning to you, sir. We have got people joining us at this crazy time of the morning in the UK. It's brilliant. Thank you, everyone. Excellent. Right, let's take a look on the benches, see what we've got going on. I think I'm going to go to Scott first because it could be exciting, this.
Oh, hello. Well, I'm going to be starting a new. I'm trying to bring myself back up. I'm going to start a new build today because there is a thing going on right now with the 48-hour build for Models for Heroes, and I haven't started mine yet, so I'm going to tonight. And this is, I'll just do this and that. I'm going to do this.
Hey! Oh, look at that. Very nice.
I've only just opened it for the first time. It's been in my stash for a few months, so yeah, it was down to either this or the Mark 8 Spit from Edward, not the 124, the 148 scale one.
I was thinking that was a new tool, and you told me in the green room that it's not actually a new tool, that one.
No, I was just looking at that in the...
Let me go scale, mates.
Scale mates. It's 2016 it was new tool.
Oh, right, okay, so it's relatively new.
Yeah.
So that nice crisp moulding on it that we all like.
It's been re-released twice since then, and currently it's in the Curtis Tomahawk Mark II. It's basically the same kit as just dressed up in British markings.
Well, thank you for bringing that along, mate. I mean, I thought you would have done an unboxing of that on your channel. By the way, everyone, Scott is now live streaming on his own. So he set that up, and you need to go subscribe to Scott if you're not subscribed already, and click the notifications because his streams are very, very good indeed for a noob.
I'm only I'm trying my 6 subs for 100 subs. It was 5, but I lost two the last 2 days.
We've lost your microphone there, Scott.
Oh,
It
how
went
do you
all
do
wibbly
that?
wobbly.
Are you playing with me?
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no. I'm not playing. It did go all wibbly wobbly.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's fine now.
No, I don't even know what I was saying now. There you go. I'm
I don't know what you were saying either because I didn't hear it.
flabbergasted. Hmm. Um,
You're on about your
yeah.
channel
Okay.
streams, I think.
Oh yeah. I only need 6 more subs to make 100. It was Tammy, how you going? It was 5. I managed to get 2 to make it 5, but now I'm back to 93. I lost 2 since overnight. So yeah.
Well, like I say, that does happen. I mean, the one problem with doing live streams, if people subscribe during a live stream, um, but don't watch any of the content, YouTube, after a little while, will remove it, thinking that it's a bot that's subscribing. Now, if you don't know what a bot is, there are certain methods whereby people, nefarious people on YouTube, can buy subscribers. And when they buy the subscribers, basically it's a company in India or somewhere like that that have loads of accounts and they'll just go subscribe. And all these bot accounts will not watch any of the videos. They just haven't
Mhm.
got the time for it. They're too busy just subscribing and pulling in money from it. So the only way that YouTube can tell if it's a real subscriber is if A, it's from a completely different IP address, the viewers, because they know, and B, if that subscriber has watched at least 5 seconds of one of your videos. I don't think we're guessing at 5 seconds, but I think it's going to be more, something like 10 seconds or something like that. So please, if you do subscribe to one of the people that come on the one of the guests that come on the panel today, make sure that you watch at least 10 seconds of a video, um, and that'd help us out greatly. Because none of the guys here are fakes. We have all been working, and you can tell from our channels, we all work very hard to build our subscriber base by putting out lots of content. You'll find these fake channels; they will have millions of subscribers, but hardly any views on their videos. So you know when somebody's bought subscribers. So that being said, if you do subscribe to any, just to recap, if you do subscribe to anyone who comes on the panel today, and we do respect and love you for that, because it encourages us to do more, make sure you watch at least 5 seconds of one of the videos on their channel. Like I say, it's just a bit of payback because we're providing this. Some people call it entertainment.
Yeah.
Right. So
Look,
that's that. I got
aren't you entertained? Didn't someone say that once?
you not entertained. I've got to say a big hi to Tammy and Ray. Tammy can't sleep again. Oh my goodness. Tammy, if you
Yeah.
if you can't sleep and you're bored, why don't you join us? There's a link posted to the top of the YouTube channel. You're more than welcome. You really are. Great part of the community, Tammy and Ray. Did I say hi to Paul Price? I think I did. TBG, welcome aboard, mate. And Scott's just posted his link to his channel. I mean, we haven't got many
Yes.
people watching this morning as yet because it's an early morning stream in the UK. I feel embarrassed about how many people are
Uh,
watching.
for,
We have got
for,
16. It's not even 8:30 yet. We've got 16 people watching.
yeah. Got Faulkner asking for a link. That's why I put it in.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, TBG,
Uh,
welcome aboard, mate.
if you guys want to watch something on my channel that doesn't go for very long, there is a short that I've done with the Terry Senior build. So it only goes for a minute.
Thank you, Tammy and Ray. Thank you so much. Right, what's on my bench? Okay, like I said, I'm completely disorganized this morning. So let me get the box out. I have made a start on. Well, all last week I was doing a Cobra AH64 from Airfix, an old 80s kit that I got for £2 off the car boot set. I had to put it down because I promised I would only do that build on Michelle and Carl's show on a Sunday at 11 o'clock. Like Michelle's Past the Corner, 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. on the Sunday. I need more coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Drink coffee. There we go. And a line of cocaine. I'm joking. I'm joking.
YouTube, he's joking.
All my younger days to be 18 again, eh? Hey, hey. Right.
If, if only we knew what we knew then.
Oh, man. I tell you. I've made a start on this. I was on about it for the last few weeks, thanks to Moz and Alex from Man's Model Moments. Because the guy in the model shop, when he sold me this, he said it was an Aoshima. So I'm on stream saying, oh, it's originally Aoshima, but rebadged to a company called Hobby 2000, which I'd never heard of. So I've never built a Hobby 2000 before. And they said, no,
They,
that's a Dragon kit.
oh,
So,
usually they do as a gower. Some of their kits are actually has a gower, just not all of them.
yeah, and it's got a
Mm.
complicated life, this actual kit, and I was quite surprised. And because I've never built a Dragon kit, I've got a Hasegawa in my stash, but it's absolutely disgusting. I've never seen a worse kit in my life, and I have shown it on the channel before. I might show it again today. Um, so this thing, I'm absolutely stunned with it because it's mega quality. Let me just anyway measure submit BF 110D. Let's take you through a few of the bits and bobs. My desk is a mess because I've got loads of sprues everywhere because I've been looking at them and taking photos and stuff for the video that I'm going to do on it. The glass work is stunning. You know, Everest couldn't do better on glazing. They really couldn't. It just let me just focus that in. Come on, Mr. Spielberg. Right, there we go. The glass work is just pristine, absolutely clear. And you get two sheets, so there's loads of glass to go on it. Put them aside. And the actual detail work is pretty good as well. Let me get the underside of the wing because that's the teller for me. There we go. And I showed a little bit of this last week. Can we focus that? Come on, are you going to focus? Yeah, I think you can. So
Oh, look at that.
lovely
That's nice.
detail. You know, this is on the level of the new. Considering this is what this kit is actually about 20 years old.
Yeah.
So the tooling is still in the age of computers and computer design, but it's easily of a quality of the new Airfix toolings. Come on, focus. There we go. Just lovely. But we'll see when we start putting this together because I said great things about the trumpeter kit, the Sky Raider, before I started building it. And it was a mistake to do that because once I started building it, it was absolutely disgusting. So I'm going to wait now before I say any more about this, put it together and see how we go. So that's that, the BF 110. They used to call it during World War II the trash mosquito because it was very much like the mosquito that the British had later on in the war. But this BF 110 was notorious for being very slow. Yes, it was a fighter bomber, slow, not very manoeuvrable compared to the British mosquito. So I'm going to build it anyway because it looks like a cracking little airplane. That's what attracted me to it, and I like the look of the greenhouse that it's got on top for all the glass work. Let's get back to the chat for a minute.
Did it come with masks at all, Terry?
Great point.
Mask
Thanks
set?
for that. The mask set, where's it gone? It comes with a mask set, which is really unusual for a kit.
Oh, nice.
Let me get it. Ah, no. You know, last week I was promising myself all week that I was going
Would,
to
would it
tidy
would it be in the same place as the bomb?
the bomb that I lost off the Lysander. Yeah.
Yeah,
It,
yeah.
it comes with a full mask set and photo etch. And the kit in the UK cost me 50 quid. Unbelievable. 1 to 32 scale, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 big ass screws. There's my hand, look. There's a lot incredible in that plastic. If I compare this to say the Mark 9 Spitfire from Airfix that they released last year at 95 quid. You're getting way more plastic and way more goodies here for 50 quid than you do with the Spitfire from Airfix. I only go on about the price comparisons and stuff like that and what you get for your money because I'm a Yorkshireman and that's what we do. We like a bargain. Penny's joined us as well. Hey, Penny, I haven't seen you for ages. How you doing? Um, Saying, hey, Paul
Hey,
Price.
Penny.
Das Falker as well. I was just going to do some chat there. Hang on. Tammy says, I said I can't sleep, Terry. Do not want to scare people away. Nah, you won't, Tammy. I've had you on before. You're
Oh,
lovely. But no worries. I get it. You're probably in your 90. Tammy says, hi, all in Terry's chat. Okay, Scott, I meant to ask you, mate. Did you see the story in the news about that absolutely mental, what do they call them? Influencers. She's an Instagram influencer, and she was in Australia doing something, whatever they do, these idiots, and she stole a baby off a wombat.
yes. I think most of Australia has seen that.
You
And
can't, you can't make.
they ordered her. They ordered her deportation. Now
She
she has left. She has left the country, but it's not known if she was made to leave or she just left on her own accord.
picture of her because this is unbelievable. How stupid do you have to be
Hmm.
to do that? Because everyone knows
And
if you touch the
it,
baby of a wild animal, 9 times out of 10, that wild animal does not want that baby back because they can smell the human on them. And I think everyone knows that, don't they, Scott?
sorry? What?
I'm just saying
Oh,
that like everyone knows. I think everyone knows. Or I knew that if you take a baby away from a wild animal,
yep.
that wild animal will not want that baby back because it smells of human.
Some are like that, not all. Uh, Lots that I know of, the mothers are very protective, so she's lucky she didn't get attacked. Um, but it wasn't the only animal she did it to. She also did the same with an echidna. Um, we've
Whoa!
we've
Seriously?
got we've got an animal here called the echidna, which is pretty similar to a porcupine.
I've got the video now. Hang on.
So yeah, she's in trouble for that as well. It wasn't a baby echidna or anything. She
Right,
just picked it up.
let's catch up with this, and I'll show you this woman because I've got the Sky News article. Penny says, "Yeah, I'm good. Currently working on my 350 scale USS Hornet, as well as a 1:48 scale AV8B Hornet. It's a lovely kit. AV8B, awful. More gaps than the London Underground. Excellent." Our Sophie says, "Who fancies homemade blueberry muffin?" That sounds like a mighty fine. Um, I'm working here on the chat. Penny says, "Hey, Paul Price, crafting it so. That's Faulkner." Here we go. Right, that's it. Chat caught up with. I can get this video out now. In case you missed it, let me go here and then share video. No, share screen. Share application window. There we go. Share. This should be the video. Hopefully, I'll get away with this.
Did we just have a ping?
No, that was me bringing in this
Oh,
video.
that was you bring. Okay,
Right, how am I going to do this? Right,
I was trying to find a picture of an echidna.
without getting a copyright strike, I'm trying to get this video in. If you're on a big screen right now, you better see it. Okay. If you're on a phone, I do apologise.
Good luck.
Unbelievable, unbelievable,
Look at the mother. It's like, oh, it's chasing after her.
unbelievable.
I got a baby wombat.
What an asshole of a person.
Okay, Mama's right there.
Yeah.
And she is pissed.
I have
let
to
him go.
say,
No, he's right.
All right.
it's the one animal you would not like to hit in a vehicle because they're just like bricks.
Look at the.
Look at the way she's holding it as well. Man alive. She
Yeah.
needs prison,
I know.
not bloody evicting.
Yeah.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, she's.
Oh, sorry, mate. I clicked the wrong one. Come back in.
Ah, I see how it is now.
How the hell do we get rid of that now? Hang on. Right, you're on. Remove from scene. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, Scott.
No, good.
Okay, I'll let you kick me out now.
Oh, I don't need to.
Everyone's going to be rattling on about that all day now. You kicked your
That's
best
all right.
mate out.
It'll be the main joke for the whole week now.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
exactly that, Paul. That,
Yeah.
you know, okay, it's a wild animal. You know, we're the king of the beasts and that, but it does not give you the right to do that. I mean, crikey, you can imagine like what the mother wombat was just panic and worry.
Yes. Yeah. Well, she's gone now, so yeah.
Tammy's asking how
Only-
my daughter Michelle is doing, and I have to tell everyone she's doing great. She's now in her new accommodation until her house is ready. So the council did sort it out in the end. But thank you again, everyone who helped with the GoFundMe for my daughter's house fire. Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Very well done, guys.
And as soon as she's set up properly, I'm going to get her on here so she can say thank you properly. Because I know a lot of people donated an incredible amount of money. Just fantastic. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble working out these windows this morning. I need to put a camera on top of my screen, so I'm not looking to the side all the time. Where's my screwdriver? Screwdriver!
Get a boom. That'll fix it.
I've got one boom, but I work in a very small area on my desk. So if I've got another boom, I'm not going to... Hang on, I've got a second camera, though, so...
Oh, so it didn't get boomed off?
Scott! Let's see if that works. Hang on a minute. Come on. Right, will this work? All right. Let me switch camera by the wonder of magical windows. Here we go.
She's left the country, but the only problem with that is they can't prosecute her for anything now. She's gone.
Yeah, but hopefully it'll damage to her so-called brand on Instagram that now everyone knows that she's an absolute freaking moron.
Yeah.
There we go. Multicam. I can scare the hell out of everyone now. Ding, ding. Right, let me go. Which camera do I want? I don't even know which camera I'm on now. There we go. Right, okay. Let's go down. Start building some stuff. Another thing about this kit as well, and it's one of my pet hates, as you all know, and that's when they put 2 sprues or 3 sprues in one bag because they all rub against each other in transport and bits fall off and get damaged. Now, I thought this was going to be, because it all came in one big bag with individual bags inside, and I thought, great, it looks like they're all individual bags. Another thumbs up and win-win. But when I opened the big bag, it was worse than an Airfix kit. It was like 3 sprues slammed into one bag, and all the others had 2 sprues slammed in. Luckily, there was only a few big chunky bits that had come off. So I'm happy with that. I'm not going to whine about it too much. I'm going to have to order you a new hoodie. You're wearing it out, dear friend.
Mm-hmm.
Panzer, there's a link posted to the top of the chat. I didn't have time to send out invites this morning. I'll post the link again. Hang on, invite guest. Hang on, you might. You're, no, he's off. He's on holiday today, so it's all right. So apologies, Panzer. Control V. Ding ding. Link is in there, and I'll do it again over on my channel. Make sure it goes up. Oh, it's gone up. So if you're up for it, Panzer, come on in, mate. Like I say, I didn't get time to send out invites this morning because I was in a right rush. I mean, as people know on my channel, last year, last summer, I made friends with a robin. Then I made friends with the family. They ended up having a brood and 4 little baby robins. But I made sure that I didn't feed them all the time. I made sure they had to fend for themselves most of the time. And the only time I got footage was when I gave them a few little tidbits. So I know that interfering too much with wildlife can cause problems. But another upshot from that idiot in Australia with the wombat is that they said you can plainly see that the baby wombat she'd picked up had mange. Can humans get mange off of wild animals? Can they catch it? Is it transferable? Does anyone know? Because
Nah, I
that
don't
would
think
be
so.
poetic if she caught mange off of that baby wombat.
Give me 30 minutes. Oh, poor old fella.
I'm fairly powerful, but I can't do the God thing and give someone 30 minutes. Yeah, see you in half an hour then, Panzer. No worries, mate. Atul McNichol's joined us. Hey, Atul, welcome aboard. Good morning to you, sir.
G'day, Ethel.
Lots of hi-his going on. Paul's saying we can only hope, Terry. Yeah, and oh God, I hope she catches some kind of disease off the wombat. It'd be awesome.
If not from the wombat, from the echidna.
Yeah, I wonder if she actually gave the location of where she dumped the baby wombat. Because that was another thing as well. Because if the baby wombat got lost, then it ain't going to make its way back to its mum.
Well, the mum would have been on the side of the road there somewhere.
You think
It was
so?
almost the same place, but it's not really the point, is it?
It was the way she was holding it, though. Like, just grabbed it by the arm, right? It's like, do
Yeah,
you remember that thing, that hoo-ha about Michael Jackson when he waved his baby out off that balcony?
yeah.
It was a bit like that. Comment of the morning. Comment of the morning right there. Well, it would be funny to see her explain to the doctor. This is from Panzer Cat. It would be funny to see her explain to the doctor how she caught wombat mange. Go for it, Painting's joined us as well. Good morning, go for it. Welcome, sir. Everybody's saying hi, hi, hi.
Who's this coming out?
Evening, Dan.
Caught somewhere.
Yeah, the numbers are going up now. We've got 18 people watching us across the internet, and we are live streaming too. Hang on, I've got another camera. I've got the camera that faces me now, which is great. And we are streaming to Rumble, Twitch, Instagram, and of course the YouTube in full glorious 1080p. I didn't get time to send out invites for the panel today, so I've pinned the link to the top of the chat. The usual suspects, you know who you are. Click that link and come and join us on the panel. I've set no time for when we're going to finish today. Because obviously this is a paid-for version in full glorious 1080p, and we can go on for as long as we want. But I think at least 11 a.m. This morning, if people have got time for it. Hang on, let's go to TBG's first. TBG says, I think they get mange if they don't wash, as it is mites that cause it. I get you.
Yeah, there is a cure for it. It's pretty easy too.
Dan, as she says, I don't think a wire brush and Dettol will work on that, Panzer. I actually don't know. I'm glad you mentioned that it was mites that caused the mange. I didn't know that. I thought it was just like some kind of skin disease, like herpes.
All right.
Isn't it koala bears that have a mouthful of herpes or something? They can give you something.
Now they've got it's not herpes. They've got something else.
Google is my
Paul,
friend.
Paul would know. I know what it is. I just can't think what it is.
What disease do koala bears?
It is a sexual disease, though. Yeah.
What diseases do chlamydia?
That's it.
You
That's
can't
it.
make it up.
That's what it is.
So how did koala bears get chlamydia?
Oh, who
Australia.
knows? Don't know.
The mind boggles. Or was chlamydia originally a koala bear disease passed on to humans, or was it the other way round? You never know. The first settlers in Australia might have been a bit desperate. I'm not going there. It's too early in the morning.
Yes. No, they've always had it. So, yeah.
But hang on, you would say that because you're Australian. Of course, they always had it.
Yeah.
Hail the disposed prune king Atoll. Yeah. Paul Price says, I know what it is, but can't spell it. Panzer says, question. Scott, is wombat mange considered an STD in Australia? No, because it's caused
What?
by a bite, isn't it? Well, actually, hang on, we're delving into the world of.
No. No, we're talking about chlamydia now. Go have
Yeah,
another
we
coffee.
all get. Wait, does that mean koalas are promiscuous? That's from Panzer Cat. TVG says, so if Terry goes to Tasmania and hugs the Tasmanian devil, aka Scott, will it go viral? Hang on, this is getting complicated now. No one's saying Scott's got chlamydia.
Oh, definitely not.
How did we get. That's entirely my fault for getting onto this conversation. I'm going to change the conversation. What else has been in the news this week? I need to go get a coffee in a minute. Oh, look, she's using the sympathy. Man, she's that lass who took the baby wombat. She's trying to get the sympathy vote now by saying that her life has been threatened thousands of times, and she's crying about it on her Instagram account. Stupid is.
Poor her.
I've got to tell you, lady,
Poor her for being
you're
stupid.
not going to get any sympathy from anyone because you're an idiot.
That one.
Right, back to the model. Let's do some making. Let's get the right camera on. Ding, ding.
You got the right camera on?
Oh, it's going to be complicated now, switching cameras and keeping my cigarette out of view.
Well, no one else seems to worry about it.
Right. I was at this point here with that. The gigs. There we go. The Western Lysander video will be coming out shortly, by the way, probably middle of next week, because I finished the FX148 Western Lysander. And talking of the Western Lysander, this boy just is on it today, I tell you. We are giving away
Ooh.
1 to 48 Lysander kits on my channel. You're bored of hearing this, I know. All you've got to do is watch one of the videos on my channel. It says competition on it, so you know which one it is. Um, Pretty damn obvious. And all you've got to do is count up how many Lysanders, hang on, get my finger in there, fly across the top of the screen and drop an SOE operative on a parachute. You've got to count up how many parachutes drop from the Lysander. That's all you've got to do. It's only a 10-minute video, and I think it's quite a good video as well, quite interesting. So watch that, then put your answer in the comments, and on the 5th of April, a Saturday at 8 p.m, I will be drawing the winner to win one of 2 brand spanking new Airfix 1 to 48 scale Lysanders. Genuine competition. I want everyone to take part. Even if you aren't a builder or never built anything before, you can put your answer in, and if you don't want the kit, you can nominate someone to receive it, and I will happily send it to them. So please take part in the competition. Someone's going to win a brand new 1 to 48 Lysander.
Ooh.
There's about 40 people taking part in it now, so I'm happy with that, Scott.
Oh, nice.
That reminds me, when are you next streaming, Scott?
I don't know. I was going to stream last night, but I ended up not.
I fell asleep last night. Got home from work. That was it. Head down. Woke up at midnight. Couldn't go back to sleep. I thought, do I don't go down to the shed and do a midnight stream? But no, the cold put me off, because we've got a cold snap going on in the UK right now. It's turned very cold. We had a nice warm week last week, up to about Tuesday or Wednesday. Then it turned really cold. And as everyone knows, subscribers to this channel know that I hate going in my shed when it's freezing. Right. Let's uncover that. That there. And I've already painted that bit up. It's a control board, and I think this might need highlighting. Let's get you in there so you can see that. That's the dashboard on it. Let me go big.
I knew there was something missing.
What's up?
I knew there was something missing. More light. Oh, look at that. What's that?
It's some kind of control board. I don't know what. I don't know enough about the X yet. I haven't done any research into it. But
Yeah.
the bottom left-hand corner looks like a direction finder. Or tell you the
Yeah.
orientation of the aircraft.
Could be, yeah. Looks like it.
But I'll need to go searching for some reference photos, because I want to do a good job on this one. Sophie says, what do you think of the mixing jars I bought, Panzer? I think Panzer might be getting a wash and a bit of breakfast right now, Sophie. He might not answer straight away. He said give him half an hour earlier on. So
Yeah, he's an old man and needs more time.
yeah. He needs to grease the joints and slap his makeup on.
Yeah, yeah.
He says, oh God, this is turning into a clinic. TBG says, if you've had chicken pox, you've got herpes in your system.
Ah, right.
Is chicken pox a form of herpes? I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know either, actually.
Thank you for the correction, Athol. Direction finder, you mean a compass, Terry. That's the word I was grasping for, but didn't come.
Oh, we knew what you was talking about.
I do find that as I'm getting older, I know words, but I can't think of what it is I'm trying to say. Did that make
Called
any
old.
sense?
Yeah, it's called old timers.
Oh, don't say that. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. I wouldn't. I mean, I work in hotels, obviously, and sometimes we get older couples in, where one of them is suffering from Alzheimer's, and it's always a
Uh,
worry. Everyone's on
yeah,
edge because they can get up at any time of the morning or night and go for a wander, and they do with regular alacrity. And we find people in other hotels I've worked at. We found people in the gardens, in the car park. We even found one poor man naked at the bottom of the garden. He'd just gone for a wander, and that's what Alzheimer's does to you. It's
yeah.
that I think it's one of the cruelest fucking things people can get. Excuse my French there, but it's really upsetting that you know our modern science, we can get a cure for COVID in 6 months, but we can't do things for cancer and Alzheimer's. I mean, because they're such long term things and cause a lot of chaos and emotion. I don't even know if we should brush up on this morning. I'm going to leave
Hmm?
that there. Sophie says, "Is it a pointy thingy?" It had like a little aeroplane in a little dial. That's why it didn't strike me as a compass. Usually, a compass is just a pointer. Apple still insisting that he's older than most of us. What is it they say? It's not how. Again, gone. I've definitely got Alzheimer's.
I've got a saying, but I'm not going to say it.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
We was talking about weather. It was pretty nice here today.
It's horrible. It's freezing this morning. I've got my fan heater on full blast and my hands are frozen.
All right. Well, we're currently sitting on 19 outside, 24 inside. And it is 7:45.
It's 8:45 here. AM. You've got the PM
Yeah,
going on.
yeah,
Oh, the ships are back in the news, by the way. Those two ships that collided off of Hull. Um, but more of a recap of what's gone on. So the captain of the cargo ship that collided with the oil tanker in the North Sea has been charged with gross negligence manslaughter.
yeah.
Vladimir Putin, no, Vladimir Motin, 59, of Primorsky, St. Petersburg, Russia, has been remanded in police custody at Hull Magistrates Court. I don't know which is worse than prison, going to Hull Magistrates Court or even going to Hull or prison. On Saturday, Humberside Police said the Portuguese flagged so long again, you can't make the names of these ships up, and the US registered tanker Stena Immaculate crashed off the east coast at about 10 a.m. GMT on Monday. And Filipino national Mark Angelo Pernia, 38, has been named as a crew member of the Salong who is missing and presumed dead. That captain's going to prison for a very. In fact, can we imprison? Are England allowed to imprison someone from another country?
Yeah, of course you can. It happened within your border, or in your waters.
All 23 crew on board the Stena Immaculate, so the ship that was carrying the American jet fuel, all 23 were Americans. I still can't help thinking that it was deliberate. I just can't get it out of my mind. After what the Russians have been doing to the international internet cables that go across the oceans,
Yeah,
that
and
was
them
just a
saying,
game.
"Oh,
It's not a
we,
fact, just a assumption after what's been going on.
well, it's sort of been proven that's is what they was doing." A
Oh
lot
God,
of
we've been going
countries are
on
calling
about
out on it.
yeah, mate. Uh, we've been going on about Alzheimer's this morning, and Sophie's just said, "Who are you again?"
Oh,
Brilliant.
hi, my name's William. Should I drill that out or not?
Sophie's asking, is that a sanding block you're using, Scott?
Yeah, yeah. One side is 1,000 grit and the other's 6. Sometimes we use the 6 to get it down a bit, and the 1,000 to get rid of the little scratches.
Dan Usher says that's usual. Most freighter crews are multinational. I'm kind of impressed by that the Immaculate one, the Stena Immaculate, which was at anchor, but all their crew were American nationals, whereas the other one was a multinational crew. So you can tell it was a cheap container ship, paying people cheap money because that's what it usually means when you got a multinational crew. Whereas American crews will fall under the unions, so they'll be getting paid properly. Alan Daniels joined us. Hey, Alan, welcome aboard. What's going on here? We are model makers.
I have to say, if I was to go to a model shop or somewhere and saw a pack of these, I've just got to buy them. So I've got about 3 or 4 dozen behind me on the desk. I've got no shortage. It's just one of those things I see, oh, I'll have that and take it home with me.
And if you have just joined us, welcome aboard to the Little History Saturday morning show. We're going to be going through to 11 a.m. UK time, at least 11 a.m. We might go on a bit longer depending on who joins us on the panel. And if you're also brand new to the channel, we're just
Got a visitor.
we make things. We're hobbyists. I build plastic kit models. Scott builds plastic kit models. Sometimes we get people joining us who do Lego, diamond dots, all sorts of different stuff, and even crochet. So that's what we do here. Regular streams at 6 p.m. UK time for a couple of hours till 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. And this is my Saturday morning one so that I catch a few of the Australians over there because I've got Australian friends. And we are live streaming to the Rumble, to the Twitch, and to the YouTube in full glorious 1080p. And this morning I am building, or I'm going to attempt to build more on the 1 to 32 scale BF 110D from Hobby 2000 X Dragon kit. Well, you can see it there. There we go. That's it. World War II fighter bomber. Oh, awesome. Alan is from... Hang on, let me bring that up. Athol says, hi, Alan. Welcome to the world of putting rights to wrongs show. We have been on about different stuff this morning. We just chinwag. It's like being at the pub but without beer. Alan says, I just found you and I'll give it a watch. Hello from North Queensland, Australia. Yeah, welcome, Alan. You're among friends because Scott's Australian as well. Well, Tasmanian. Dan Asher says, hi, Alan. Welcome to the madhouse. Straight jackets are optional. Absolutely. And Alan, in case you missed it, we were on about that absolutely idiot, stupid head influencer that robbed a baby wombat from its mother. And how stupid do you have to be? We were just hoping that she'd catch mange off of the baby wombat. Because that would be truly poetic. Right, let's do some then. I'm still on step one, and I think I need to dry brush this. So I'll do a bit of dry brushing on this. Let me get that in screen focus. Come on. So in case you missed it, this is one of the control panels in the aircraft. I've painted it black because it said paint it gloss black. And there's no decals to stick on this. So what I'm going to do is just dry brush to highlight some of the details on it. Scott, we've been joined by a fellow Aussie. I think Scott's disappeared or he's turned his microphone off. Anyway. Right, let's get some aluminium out. I think aluminium would be the highlight of choice for that. What am I going to use? I think I'll go for the Vallejo. No. I'm going to go for. Oh God, I had it out a minute ago. There it is. Let's get it mixed. I have the veritable paint mixer there, so let's give it a mix. A vibrating machine. I'm slowly getting used to dry brushing. It's not a thing I used to do on a regular basis, but I am getting used to it, as people know who are regular watchers to the show. And I need to find some tissue. Grab some tissue. So, a little dip in there. Wipey. Get 99% of the paint off of the brush. Probably more, actually. And then, hopefully, if I get this right, let me focus it in. Let me focus it. Hang on, here we go. Da-da. Let's go. So, if I just gently wipe that across, it should bring out all the detail. And I think it has quite successfully brought all that out. Oh, I'm getting better at dry brushing. I've impressed myself here. Perfect. Well, I'm going to go big screen on that. There we go. And Jeff Light's joining us. Hey, Jeff Light, welcome aboard, mate. And let me do this. Pow! We have to welcome aboard the one, the only, Pants the Cat from Scotland.
Meow.
How you doing, mate?
Yes. Yes, you did say you were going to be starting at 8:30.
Did I?
Yeah.
That's why I've cocked up then. So
Yes,
I was in a real rush this morning. I couldn't remember if I said 8 or 8.
I should really put some plastic rubber gloves on. I don't want to catch mange or chlamydia from the Tasmanian downstairs.
Oh, mate, how stupid do you have to be to do that?
Well, they're stupid and they're stupid. And it's the fact that I thought it was quite hilarious that she's received hundreds or thousands of hate emails. I'm willing to bet them all from Australia. But as the Australian Premier, Albert, whatever his name is, said he's hoping that she would do it with one of the crocodiles.
Excellent.
What was the exact quote? You should do it with one of the freshwater crocodiles and see how you get on with that.
Excuse me. But it boils down to this idiot influencer syndrome that is across YouTube and Instagram and all the other platforms, where you get people who do things to either cause hate or whatever and hopefully get them more subscribers. But it doesn't work like that. If you're stupid, people are not going to subscribe. Mind you, I'm stupid. That's probably why I haven't got many subscribers. Anyway.
Yeah.
But doing things that are really going to upset people.
They're stupid and they're stupid. I mean, I heard on your video when I was making coffee. I thought the kettle had sprung a leak. Was that the wombat hisses?
Does it?
Yes. Did you not hear the?
Oh, right. I thought that was something else on in the background. I didn't realise it was the wombat making the hissy sound.
Yeah. All Australians have hissy fits.
Alan says, I'm in Mackay, to put a name to a place. Both Britain and Tasmania are too bloody cold for me. But yeah, I've been following this Johnny Somali. Have you heard of this guy called Johnny Somali?
Nope. With a name like that, I think he's a pirate.
Mate, he's just an absolute idiot. He goes to different countries and just takes the piss out of their culture, basically. Uh, Absolute idiot. He's been kicked out of more countries than I've had hot dinners. But he's made a mistake now because he's been in He went to South Korea, I think 6 months ago, to
Uh-huh.
make all. What was it? They call them outrage. Is it outrage influencers or something like that? They go to places and do things to cause as much outrage as possible.
Uh-huh.
And apparently the kids like this kind of thing and subscribe to it. But this time he's been catched good and proper because he went round and there's a statue in South Korea. I don't know where it is, and forgive me for not knowing the details on this because it's quite embarrassing. But there's a statue and a monument to all the women that were raped by the Japanese in World War II. Right? It's a statue of a lady sitting on a bench, and he was doing lap dancing to this statue in South Korea. That's a bit of a mistake, buddy, because they treat things like that very seriously. And he's been arrested, and he's going to court, and he's going to prison. Because it wasn't just that he did. He did loads of other stuff, which are, because like they're all very honourable out there and stuff like this, and you can't. They've got rules about being annoying, basically. So this guy's going to prison. If you type into YouTube Johnny Somali, right, it's just exactly how you say it. You'll see the full story because the lawyer, one of the prosecuting lawyers, has got a channel. And this guy's been in custody now for a couple of months, and it's just glorious. If you watch any of the videos and see how this Johnny Somali acts, you know why this guy's going to prison, and it's just glorious. Because I dislike these people as much as anyone else. If your entire channel is about annoying people and disrupting people's days and taking the piss, you deserve prison. Oh, there we go again. I've got to remove another person from the chat. Hang on.
Oh yes, I see that.
Apologies, everyone. That came through from Twitch.
Twitch. I'm sure that's all your viewers are on Twitch. So these people try to get cheap views for you.
Banned. There we go. And removed. Excellent. Ah, Scott's brother's here. That's where he's gone. I wonder where he disappeared to.
Scott has a brother.
Jeff Knight, welcome aboard, mate. He says he's going to be lurking on the big telly while I continue working on my brick bike. Okay, mate.
Yes, I'll just say hello to everyone in chat. Sorry I didn't respond. I was making coffee and my reading glasses were actually in the bedroom. So I was typing by memory of where the keys were on the keypad.
And I apologise as well because I didn't do what I'm supposed to do and put you on big screen and say, good morning, mate. What's on your bench?
What's on my bench at the moment? I'm actually dry brushing some zenithal highlights onto some figures that I'm going to be painting over the next couple of days, hopefully. The crew for the Hetzer. So I sprayed them black yesterday. I sprayed them grey yesterday. And before I cashed last night, I knew there was something I forgot to do, which was add the white highlights. So I'm now doing that today. In a vain attempt, hopefully it will all be cured by this evening's interesting meetings.
I'm kind of glad that our Natasha was streaming last night because it gave me a night off, and I got back from work and I just crashed. It was lights out, mate.
Yeah.
Slept all evening, but exhausting week at work last week. All the painting and stuff, it just caught up with me. You know, when you're painting, you're moving in different angles and you're using muscles that
you didn't know you haven't used in years, and you can't remember ever having. Yes.
Yeah. Mind drops. Just say hello, out and about. Been lurking in the last few streams of most of you all. Thank you very much for joining us, Mind Drops.
Oh.
Dan Asher says another wombat fact I now know, along with the poo square. They do square poo.
They do indeed. No wonder they hiss.
Hang on a minute. There's no straight lines in there. In there's no straight lines. Oh, actually, there is. Do you know everyone? Another thing we were on about weeks ago. This like building they reckon they found on Mars, like the square, what looks like square foundations on Mars, uh, and everyone's saying, "Oh, there's no straight lines in nature, so it must be alien activity." And then somebody else popped up on the stream, my stream. Yes, there is straight lines in nature. What about crystals?
There's also those giant squares off in the ocean. I don't know what country it's off of, but everyone thought they were a lost undersea city. But it's just the way that the rocks have been formed with the coast, the sea erosion, the effects of the undersea currents have created perfect squares and rectangles.
Is that like crystals as well? Like,
I don't know. Crystals grow, remember?
yeah, that's true.
Rocks are geology. Although I'm sure somebody's going to say, "Oh, but crystals are geology."
Alan says, been modelling for 6 years now, and dry brushing is one technique I learned early on. I used to, Alan, I just used to build models straight, just build, paint. But my thing is motorizing them and making them remote control. I mean, if you ever get time, take a look at my channel.
And the rest. Tell them the rest.
No. That's not my job to tell the rest. It's there on my channel for everyone to see.
He fits lasers, he fits servos, he fits motors, and then he attempts to chop his fingers off.
Well, I did have the dream to try and make a Airfix kit 124 Mosquito actually fly. So I put the most powerful motors in that I could. I servoed it. Every surface that moves on the real thing moved on the Airfix 124 Mosquito. Loved the build, loved everything, but there were some accidents along the way. Let's just say.
Oh, you mean there was more than one accident? Oh, we know about the fingers and the propeller. What was the other one? Was it the other hand and propeller?
God damn it, Panzer. But all will be clear when I do finally get around to releasing the full video on the Mosquito. I've released little snippets of stuff on the Mosquito. But when I do deem it necessary to release the full video, I said I might do it for 1,000 subscribers. I said I might do it for 2,000. We will see. We will see. Because honestly, it's the biggest build I've ever done. It took the longest amount of time, all the experimentation with the motors and everything else. But there's also the ME262 video to come. That's where I put ducted fans on a Hobby Boss 1:18 scale ME262. That's still to come as well. That's quite a good video. I've released nothing of that so far. But people who join me on the live streams will have seen the build of it. And it is in the members area on my channel. Right, let me go back to the chat because it's going to run away with me as people join us this morning. We've got 22 joining us right now. That's usually what happens on a morning. I kick the stream off 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning in the UK, and we get it. Slowly the numbers build up through the day as people wake up and have their breakfast and have their coffee. Danosha says, unfortunately, I can sit around in the one-button suit all day. Hang on a minute. Didn't get all of that. So I'm off to get dressed. Get it now, one-button suit. Birthday suit.
Yeah.
Go get dressed, grab some breakfast, grab some coffee, mate. Paul Price, tell him about the fingers, Terry. No. Well, it's that much. People want to do that. And also, it's just not about me. These streams are just not about me. This is mates getting together, doing a bit of modelling. Once we get to know you in the chat and stuff, and once we know you're safe and not a spammer and things, you get an invite onto the panel. I'm not shy about it, and we promote other people's channels because that's what community is about. So all throughout today's stream, people are going to be posting their links into the chat for their channels. And if you feel like supporting us, then all it takes is a simple click of a button, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything and encourages us to keep these streams going. I'm back into my summer routine now. That means Monday to Thursday. Well, we'll see about Fridays because Natasha I think it streams now on a Friday. So another part of the community, I'll attach you. And I don't want to stream over my friends. So I'm going to go Monday to Thursday, 6 till 8 p.m. Wednesday will be 6 till 7 because we've got Lindsay's stream at 7. That's the PPM on a Wednesday, isn't it, Spencer?
It is indeed, yes.
So, you know,
The wonderful Lord Lindsay and his wonderful PPM stream with his co-host Mark Mods, or his moderator Mark Mods, who does an excellent job, and nobody tells him this about how he keeps everyone in check and does the gallery and puts links in while Lindsay's doing whatever his part. So
Paul says, so that means, Terry, you're still editing out the bloodstains. Well, if you've seen the actual one where there's a short and there's a main video that I put out of the bit where I'm stupid enough to try and catch the airplane with my fingers. And if you slow-mo it, you see a blood splat fly across and hit the fuselage.
I was slurping coffee, Terry, when you were showing us the canopy from your wonderful 1/32 scale ME 110.
Mm.
Now, I'll just have a curiosity, because I don't think anyone else has thought of asking you this. Is there 2 of everything on that sprue, or just the 1 of everything?
Do you know, I can't tell because there's that much glass on this. I think it's 1. Just 1 of everything. So I'm going to have to be really careful. Because you're just dragging. Oh, you're lining me up, aren't you? I get it. Yeah,
I was lining you up to tell people about your competition on the video, where they can win 1 of 2 of your Lysander
I
kit.
think you were lining me up for the more embarrassing thing that I managed to crack one of the canopies on the Western Lysander.
Yes, the only piece that wasn't 2 of, there wasn't 2 of on the sprue.
Let me explain. Airfix earlier on this year, they released a load of new toolings. And one of them was the 1-48 Lysander, Western Lysander, which you can win a brand new unassembled kit of on my channel, right? And I built it on the channel. I was really happy with it. Absolutely, thrilled to bits. The perfect kit. Seriously, there's not one single fault with it. Apart from, they give you loads of options, loads of different canopy options. So you got loads of glass with it, and there's just about 2 of everything in as far as the glass is concerned. So there's me building away, and somehow I managed to crack one of the pieces of glasswork on the model. And it's not a little crack either. It's right down the middle of the canopy. I can't cover it up with anything. I can't. There's nothing I can do apart from just glue it back together and pray. So Panzer suggested, hang on a minute, you've got 2 of everything on your glass. So I looked on the glass and, yeah, he was right. There's 2 of everything apart from the bit that I broke. You can't make it up.
Although I believe I did point out to you that there were 2 of everything on the sprue except that piece that you've broken. And I was proven correct.
So if you don't need to bribe me, but chocolate muffins, yes, please. So anyway, as Panzer was trying to line me up for the competition on my channel, it's only 2 videos back, and it says competition on it, win the Western Lysander. Watch the video, count up how many parachutes dropped from the Lysander, and I'm giving away 2 brand spanking new, untouched 1-48 scale Western Lysander kits from Airfix, which I will happily post anywhere in the world. And the draw will happen on Saturday, nearly got it wrong again, Saturday the 5th of April at 8 p.m. UK time.
Scott, we give him 1 job to do. 1 job.
Yeah, 1 job. CJ's joined us, says, hey, Terry and everyone. Welcome aboard, CJ. And good morning to you, sir.
Oh, dear.
Everyone's saying hi, 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 hi. Get all the highs out of the way. Ta-da! Done.
What's the instructions down there, didn't I?
Right, so I've got my dry brushing done. Let's go back down here.
Yes, you were talking about dry brushing. It was one of those skills that everyone used back in the day, and then it went out of fashion around about the late 80s, early 90s. and then slowly but surely it's made a resurgence back into the weathering and building of models.
Well, back in the early days, he never got. Well, I don't remember doing. Well, if I go back to the early 70s, I don't remember having decals for the instrument boards.
No, there were very rare occasions where you got them in Japanese kits, but your Airfix, your Matchbox, your Frog, your Novo, those kind of kits, they never had that sort of thing in them.
So with actually, I could have backlit that. No, I'm not
Too
going
late.
to.
Too late now.
I'm just thinking it would have been pointless because that's buried actually inside the aircraft, from what I can see. But I think certainly that instrument panel there, when I get around to doing that one, that's going to be backlit. Tatanka Wolf has joined us as well. Says good day, Scott. Tatanka Wolf is joining via Scott's channel. Yeah, if people watching could do us a favour as well, just take a trip round everyone who's on the panel and give a little subscribe. That would help us out a great deal. Show a bit of encouragement for the streams that we do. And I do believe Scott is restreaming this to his channel right now. Head over there, give that a subscribe, because Scott's also streaming on his own these days. Got his own streams going on, and it's great to see that people joining us and starting up their own streaming routine.
Not exactly sure how they expect that. I think Scott's disappeared to go and do something.
His brother is at his house, I do believe. So he's just.
Oh, right. So, how is everyone out there in Chatland? It's Saturday. It's Saturday morning here in the UK. Our UK friends, have they anything planned for today? Shopping, visiting the local model shop, spending pennies.
And if you're a maker, what's on your bench?
Yes, we won't ask you what's on your belly or what's in your belly.
I've had absolutely nothing yet. I'm waiting till Scott comes back. Then I'm going to nip in the house and make some toast, I think.
Well, burnt offerings again, is it, Terry?
Oh, mate, I woke up this morning at 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. I'm normally up at 6.
Mm-hmm.
You know, old man bladder.
Yes.
I woke up at 7 and I thought, what time did I say I'd do my Saturday stream? And I couldn't remember if I'd said 8 o'clock or 8:30 a.m. In the UK. So I dived out of bed, got a quick wash and shave, ran to the shed, started setting everything up. And my actual template for this stream had disappeared off of EV Mux for some reason. So I had to reset that up. Blind panic getting everything set up. The setup for the stream usually takes about half an hour, 35 minutes to get all the info in and sort out all the times and stuff to stream to Rumble and Twitch and whatever. And I'm panicking and panicking and panicking. And then TMI, too much information. Partway through, I decided, well, my bowel decided it needed to poo. So I had to run out the shed, go to the toilet, come back, and oh my God, 10 minutes to go, the show's starting. I haven't sent any email invites out yet. So what am I going to do? So I'm still trying to do all the details, got it in, and Scott joined, so everything turned out right in the end. But absolute blind panic to get the stream out this morning. Because I want to keep it regular, I want to keep it on time. Because last year there was loads that I said I was going to do. They didn't end up happening because of work call-outs and stuff like that. So this time round, I'm just going to try and get it on time. I think people expect that for people to be on time.
Yes, yes. And if you're not going to, there's a thing called on your YouTube called community post.
Yep.
A lot of people tend to forget about that. If people, because everyone says they're going to do a stream, and then no stream appears, and they said, "Oh, but I mentioned it in the stream beforehand," and but people forget. Some people may have had a sleep before then.
And again, and also with us being a bunch of old farts, if we don't turn up for a stream, people do actually worry about you.
They do, yes.
So, I'm going to make sure if I don't do a stream or I get called away on a call out, that it goes into the community post that I'm not streaming.
Big post-it note on your monitor.
I was horrible at that last year. I mean, I took a 2-week break just before Christmas. I was still around, but that was awful for me not to post anything what I was up to. Because every now and again you do need a break from YouTube.
Yes.
You get PTSD.
Or YTSA or YTST. YouTube saw this.
Yeah, do you know what I'm going to do? Because we've got so many new viewers to the channel. There's a few things they might not have seen that are now completed. I'm going to grab a couple of the completed things that I've done in case you missed them, and give you a little show. Panzer, if you fancy doing the same, you can do, mate.
Well, I've got a few things in progress. I can do. I can show you this. It's close to hand, which is some Israeli ladies or idea figures, which I painted last year. This is just a temporary base that I'm using for basing figures on when they're completed, and I did this just to prove a concept and to mount the figures on, because they're actually going on to something totally different.
And before anyone gets upset or throws the teddy out of the cot or goes all woke, we are modelers. This has got nothing to do with politics,
religion, or anything else like that. Another thing that I'm working on is the weathering process. I keep forgetting the turret's loose on this. I've been working on this rather nice, natty looking BTR 80.
That's superb quality, mate.
The weathering process takes a long time for me, because you do some, you go away, and then you come back, because you've got to let the enamels or the oils properly cure and dry. So that's something I've been working on. What else have I been working on? What's close to hand? There's nothing else close to hand. Well, I can show you this because I built this over the last week or so, and I got it primed yesterday. It's the Hetzer, so it's I've missed a bit there, and I've missed a bit in there, so I may have to do that again later this afternoon.
Cracking stuff, mate.
Thankyou.
I do love that troop carrier though. That's ace.
Yes.
Right, let me grab something to show you that's finished. Anyway, more on it.
Oh, I also did a sheep last year.
A sheep?
Just a single sheep.
Not Welsh.
No, just the one. The rest are sitting here, but I haven't got around to painting them yet.
So do you keep that for when you're on Carl's stream? Just wave it at him. Right. Okay. Almost finished. 99.9% finished. Here we go. Turn the camera around.
Yes. You might want to take me off full screen.
That's a good idea. There we go.
Otherwise, you'll be showing this beautiful thing.
Right, and this is not the kit I'm giving away, obviously, because this is completed. I've got 2 unbuilt kits of this to give away on my channel. There is a competition up. This is the absolutely... I wasn't going to show this until the final video, but there's 2 bits I've got to paint. There's a little sticky outy bit there, a little sticky outy bit there that I've got to paint. And I'm calling them sticky outy bits, and Atol's going to correct me now and give me the proper name for them.
Sticky outy bits. or they're on the top of the wings, little sticky uppy bits.
So it is resplendent in the cracked canopy as well. So I'm going to do a close up on this because I'm not ashamed of showing people the mistakes that I made. So just there's a crack right down the canopy, and it is absolutely not repairable. I don't actually care what anyone says. Use this, use that. A crack of that magnitude down a canopy is not repairable. I've done the best job I can of covering it, obviously. I've tried different things to make it disappear, but none of it's worked. I've got another bit to paint on there as well, a little bit afterthought. But that's her, that's the Western Lysander, and yes, the propeller turns. With afterthought, I could have motorised this one and put lights in, but I took TBG's advice, and I didn't. I just built it straight out of the box with it being a nice little kit. But it is fabulous, this. I recommend it to absolutely everyone. As far as I'm concerned, this is a must-have in anyone's collection because the build of it is perfect. No filler required. Every single joint was perfect. No gaps, nothing. Airfix, stunning, stunning, stunning kit. I'll just cover up the bit where I lost a bomb. Because during the build, I did lose a bomb, and God knows where it went. Hang on. I don't know if you can see. Just in there. There's 3 on that side, and there's 4 on that side. But hey, it's dropped a bomb. It's what they were meant to do. But so happy with this kit. It is great. And as I say, loads and loads of options with it as well.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Scott.
Yes. We can tell you're back.
Me brother bought me a coffee.
Do you know, I should have found the bomb by now, Atoll, but I've searched high and low.
Anyway, get back to this.
You know what's going to happen, Terry? You're
What?
gonna, and about a year from now, you're gonna have a wee tidy up at the bench, and you're gonna find this yellow bomb, and you're gonna think, "What's that from?"
And we'll be here to say from the Lysander.
Actually, Scott, what we're really going to do is we're going to say, "Oh, we don't know. Is it from your Messerschmitt 110?"
Well, has that got a missing bomb too?
Not yet. It's early in the build. Give them time. Hi, Terry. We love you, really.
It's okay. I was just thinking to myself, I've got such good friends.
You have indeed, yes.
Look, it's a very British thing. If you make a mistake or you have a disaster, you've got full rights to take the piss.
Yes, drink a cup of tea, have a dunk of biscuit in it, and take the Michael.
And if you can't take a joke, you shouldn't be on the bloody internet.
What are you trying to say?
Everyone go to Australia and kidnap wombats.
No, don't do that. Turns out badly. Apparently, I just saw something on Facebook that woman's now whinging about it.
Oh yeah,
About
because
Australia.
apparently she's had death threats. Of course you have.
Yes.
So she's going for the sympathy vote. That's all she's going for. Because you do something like that, it spells disaster for your Instagram channel or YouTube channel or whatever.
I'm just wondering if I should paint this separate. All right.
Yeah, I completely agree, Paul. I think the finished product when it all came together is fantastic. I do. I mean, all this kind of reminds me. I mean, a few years back, there was another Instagram annoying git that used to make videos of just annoying people in the street. And there was one on a beach in America where he was going down like a jetty, and he was nicking people's hats, right, and putting clothes pegs on people with labels on them calling them really bad names. And he did this to one like old lady who had a walking frame, and unbeknownst to him, her son or something like that was behind, and he was a big lad, and he saw him do it, so he just walked up to him and smacked him in the face, knocked him clean out. And I thought, justice.
Yeah.
There was a group that was doing it on YouTube. They were cutting off men's top knots. This was in South Africa, and they were
Right.
going around cutting off top knots. Well, pretending to cut off top knots, and they did it to some guy, and he chased them and pulverized one of them into the ground before his mates could intervene and say it's a practical joke. This is a top knot that would cut off one of the crew earlier in the year, and your top knot's still there.
And there was the other idiot as well, not so long back, only about 3 months ago, who was driving his McLaren, big YouTuber, got another really annoying YouTuber, driving his brand new McLaren in rain in America, right, down this motorway. And he was on the phone as well, YouTubing while driving in the rain in a McLaren. And you can guess what happened. He crashed.
Yes, I'm willing to bet he spun out and crashed.
Yeah, he did. In fact, what was his name? I can't remember his name now.
Is that fairly recently, like within the last 5 months?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no,
And he tried
Jack
to
Dickinson
do
was his
tried to do a GoFundMe to
Yeah, he did. He tried to do
repair it.
GoFundMe for people to buy him a
Yeah.
new McLaren. Unbelievable.
I do remember that. I thought it was funny.
It's still it is quite annoying, isn't it? These idiot channels that do that kind of thing,
Oh.
millions of subscribers, all that stuff.
It
But
amazed-
for content,
It amazed me so really that he had that car,
Mm.
and he didn't have insurance.
he wasn't insured.
Well,
No way.
wouldn't you have got that car insured for accidents?
Yeah, but the insurance company won't have paid out because he was live streaming at the time of the crash
Yeah,
whilst driving a car. So the insurance, no way they're going to pay out for that
Mm-hmm.
because they've got evidence he was being an idiot.
Yeah, that's true.
And we've got Adam joining us as well. Says, morning all, happy Saturday. Hey Adam, how you doing?
How you going, Adam?
There you go. God, a week it's taken them.
Anyway,
Some companies that used to be some companies that used to be very, very good at dispatching things have become terrible. I'm not going to name them, but I put this order in a week ago, and that's them only getting around to processing it now.
Funny you should say that. Right. Let me just run you through something that you will enjoy. Hang on, let me go back to the beginning of the email chain. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention the company yet because if I haven't received what I ordered from them in the next 7 days, then I'll start mentioning the company name. I purchased a bunch of bits. What's the date on this? Where's the date gone? On the 3rd of September 2024, all right, I purchased a bunch of bushings and swing arm bits for one of my 1-16 Tamiya King Tigers that I'm refurbishing, right? And the parts were coming from Japan, but it was a UK company that had ordered them. So it has taken, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Let's call it 8 months all in, right?
Mm-hmm.
8 months for them to get from Japan to the UK. And the excuses so far have been that the Suez Canal was blocked, right? And then the latest one is that there's fighting in...
The Houthis in Yemen blocking the Red Sea.
That's it. That's the other one, right? The Red Sea. Okay. So the parts have now arrived at the company. So he's sorting that out, and hopefully I will get them soon. So, and he did send me a rather nice email, even though my ones to him have been less than nice. And this email goes, "Hi Terence, you're in luck. They arrived in a huge delivery we had on Wednesday. We've just finished unpacking it, and I'm just in the process of contacting all the customers that have orders in it. Sorry they took so long. Ships are in the water for 6 to 9 weeks. This has been 8 months, mate. 6 to 9 weeks, depending on the route. The Suez is not the issue. The ships are avoiding the fighting in the Red Sea. It's the processing of the order with Tamaya Japan and it landing in the UK that makes up the rest. Um, I'll have your order dispatched to you this afternoon." Excellent. Hey! So more as soon as I get these parts, more work on the my favourite thing, the King Tigers. And the King Tiger is my favourite model of all time, of any make brand. I just love it.
I have a king tiger. Well, it's not within grabbable distance yet.
And if you guys out there haven't seen my collection of King Tigers yet, you will soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 to 16 Tamaya King Tigers, full options. I'm getting a brigade.
I saw. Actually, I'm not sure which one did you have that blew up the tank, the Tiger tank. I think you blew up.
That was the lasers that I fitted to the S100 Schnellboot.
Ah.
I was testing the gimbal that I made for it because I made like a gimbal, so it could turn full 360 and do a 180 up and down. And yeah, that that was a long time ago, Scott.
I know.
But you've only just recently released a video.
Oh no, he's released a long time ago. That's how I got to see it.
Scott. Oh no, you weren't here when he did he was listing the videos that he's got coming out.
Ah.
Oh no, that was the ME262, the full video that's coming out.
Yes,
That's got
as
lasers on it as well. You just
as
reminded me. I put lasers on that one as well. It's got 4 Gatling lasers at the nose.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen that one, Scott, haven't you?
I have.
On one of the live streams that I did.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, we've seen that one. It's a nice kit and an unusual finish. I'm not going to spoil it for the viewers
Why not?
because I'm not that cruel to mention it's not painted in German camouflage.
Hang on. I really should keep up with the chat. That's brilliant. Adam, Gina Rose said, "I ordered some American jet fuel for my lawnmower. There's suddenly been a delay."
Must be one powerful lawnmower.
I'm really sorry, President Trump, but we can't take Air Force One out for a fly today because the Russians sunk our fuel.
Sorry, I've just had that image of the advert from the movie RoboCop. You crossed my line of death. You sunk my battleship.
No, you've sunk my container ship.
In these days of defence cuts, battleship and container ship are roughly the same thing.
Yes. Although
Oh God! Now there's a reference.
I heard
Sorry.
somewhere they was bringing one of the battleships back. I don't know where I heard it from or who said something about it, but yeah.
Oh, hang on. You've got me thinking now. Was it one of the American ones that they're bringing out of mothballs?
Yes. I'm not sure which one though.
I'll do a search on Google in a bit, try and find that. Athol's reminding us that he's had his problems with the post as well. But Terry, you did not order an A10 Thunderbolt from Poland, arrived in the UK and at the courier depot, fell off a trolley, and the bag it was in was squashed, so classed as returned to seller. Man, you're going to be waiting forever now with the complications that involves. I do feel for you, Athol, though. And Adam says Terry's planes have more lasers than the Hitman and Her. If you don't know what the Hitman and Her is, search it on search it on YouTube. It's a 1980s, early
It
90s
it
TV
was
show.
it,
in
it
the UK.
was the late 80s. It was the late 80s. It was the first time that British television did a 24-hour show. It was
Are we
on
thinking about the same thing?
yes, it was ITV. It used to be shown on ITV.
It
It
had
was
Pete Waterman in it and Michaela Strachan, and
yes.
each week they'd come from a different nightclub in the country. They never did my nightclub though. Thank God. No evidence of me DJing at all. And it was awful. It was absolutely awful. Television's ITV must have been so desperate for content.
It was produced, if memory serves me right, by one of the fledgling satellite companies originally, and ITV took over showing it.
Right. It was just awful though. It was awful. It was. You can't even say that. Oh, it was a thing of its time, because it was just awful. Even then.
It even came, believe it or not, to this part of Scotland in our local nightclub, which was called the Riverside in Newton Stewart, here in Dumfries and Galloway. It came here once. And it's when you hear the local accents that you suddenly realise, wait a minute, I recognise that accent. Wait a minute, I recognise that very clamped down space. Wait a minute, piled behind them looks like the pool tables that were out during the week.
It was just diabolical. I mean, the format was you'd have presenters, Pete Waterman and Michaela Strachan, in a big nightclub in the UK. Each week they go to a different nightclub, and they'd have some dance acts on, like dance act bands, like say, I don't know, what would people know, Inner City, say, on stage, and the rest of it was just people dancing, and it was just grim.
Ah, but Terry, that was the 80s for you. Times were grim in them days.
I remember Miners' Strike,
Yep,
Thatcher's Britain.
yep.
Right, right. But
Poll
yeah,
tax riots. Ravenscraig steel mill shutting down. Oh yeah.
how do we stop the poll tax riots? I know. Let's call it a different name.
Yes. We'll just
Let's call it council tax,
yes.
so they can't
Instead,
blame the government.
yes. Let's let the local councils take the blame, and we'll fund it, and we'll fund local councils from that instead.
No, seriously, that has to be the cleverest tactic ever, because that is what did it. When they changed it to the council tax, the riots stopped.
Yes, it took them 3 years to implement the change, though, and people were still just as what it was originally planned to help the landed gentry because they used to have to pay rates, and the landowners were a bit upset that they had to pay all this money when people living in their overpriced rented accommodations weren't paying anything towards the rates. So they decided that every household should pay it instead. It was a tax.
Oh,
It was a tax write-off for the landed gentry, and the ordinary person, the ordinary citizen in the street, had to pay for it. And it was the house, not each individual person. No, it was each and every person had to pay a certain amount. And then after the riots, they rejigged it, and it became the household had to pay it. The amount didn't change. They just accumulated. If you had 4 people living in the house, the council tax is now the same for each person living in the house.
Tudor Rose says, interesting fact, Barnsley FC players walk out to the Hitman and their theme song. How embarrassing. Athol says the baby population increase as the power cuts were inflicted on us in the 1980s were enforced on the Brits. Yeah, I said that all wrong, but never mind.
The the
Uh,
power the power cuts were the 1970s.
yes, they were quite correct.
Yes.
No TV. Let's make babies. Right. While there's a little pause in the action, if you don't mind, I'm going to nip in the house, grab some toast. I'm absolutely starving.
Oh no! Quick, call the ambulance.
Scott,
No,
you're in charge. Please, please, please let me have a channel when I come back.
Okay, we're going to switch over to Terry's OnlyFans page, and I'll just show you what's there.
yes. Be- Before Terry leaves to make toast, somebody better alert the Yorkshire Fire and Rescue Service. He burnt his toast the other day.
Friends like you, who needs enemies?
Exactly. Things just don't go wrong for Terry in single figures. They go wrong for him on multiple levels.
Yes.
So, who was the president or the leader, the premier of Australia? Your prime minister.
Prime Minister
Yeah,
Albanese.
that's it.
Mm.
I knew it began. I knew. I thought it was Alberta, and I thought that's not right.
Yeah.
So, in the unlikely event that the Australian prime minister is listening, I apologise for getting your name wrong.
I doubt he will be.
You never know. You never. Stranger things have happened.
Well, this is true. He was going to call the election to be in April before the cyclone and all that hit, and he decided not to.
Was he calling an early election, or was it one that's scheduled to happen?
Oh, it's not really scheduled. He was just going to call it because it is due this year sometime.
All right.
But he postponed the announcement until the cyclone and the floods and all that was dealt with.
Yes, and the reconstruction has begun. Otherwise,
Yes.
he'll be blamed for the devastation. It's like good God. You see, our last prime minister, what's his name? Oh, good God, I forgot his name now. It's an instantly forgettable name. Richie Sunak. He decided he was going to call an early election, and it didn't go well for him.
No. No, we have one every 4 years. It used to be every 3 years, but I think they extended it.
We tried it having fixed term parliaments for 5 years, but it kind of backfired somewhat.
The Marco's not really going. I'm hoping to get into the store down Burnie this week and pick up some flow improver. That's if it's in the store. And once I get that, I'll be right then. I can continue with it.
You can continue building something that Terry hasn't bought yet. Oh no, he has bought it, hasn't he? Yeah.
No, he has bought it, yeah.
Yeah. So we can't rib him about that one now.
Yeah, no.
But his didn't come with a coin or a poster, did it? Oh, wait a minute. Neither did yours, did it, Scott? That was Paul.
No, that's right. Yeah, thanks, Paul.
Well, I've no Terry to pick on, so I might as well pick on you.
It's all right. Apparently, they released two different coins. One was for the British market, and the other one was for the Australian market. So I missed out on both.
Oh.
Oh,
But you never know. You might win. You might win if you enter the competition. A 148 scale Lysander from Airfix, new
Lysander.
tool with
This is correct.
with
Yes.
one of which may contain posters, because apparently it's 1 gram heavier. 1 gram is not a lot of weight, mind you. It's probably got a different kit in it altogether. They probably had an accident at the factory and packaged up the wrong kit in the box.
No, it's probably got an extra bomb in it.
Or 2 sets of canopy components. So instead of having 2 of everything, you have 4 of everything. Apart from the bit that you break, which you have 2 of, and you break twice.
Yes.
Yes, and if you enter the competition, you're guaranteed to win a complete kit, not one that Terry may have looted for parts. Come on. Yes.
Anyway, get back to this. Clean that. Clean. No, you include that.
To do with this.
I think I cleaned this. I know. Still got a little bit.
Oh dear.
Just got a little bit of flash.
Little bit. Just a little bit. I better stop singing.
It's alright, it's not that great.
Yeah, I know. This is why I don't do karaoke nights.
I wouldn't even think of doing that.
When I worked for ASDA, we had a staff karaoke night for children in need, and all the departments had to sing a song. And as I represented the handyman department, a department of 1, by the way, they asked me to sing, and I said, well, I can't really sing. They said, oh, surely you can sing something. I said, well, there is one song I know very, very well. And they said, okay, you can sing that. I said, perfectly. I said, but I hope the guy that's doing the karaoke has it. And he said, what is it? And I said, Michael Field, Tubular Bells. And they went running off to the guy to see if he had this song. And of course, the guy went through all his discs, every single one of them, and said, I don't. That's the one song I don't have on in the karaoke collection. I would need to. I would need to try and get it. And I thought, oh, that is a shame, because I can't. I'm really good at singing that. It's the only one I can sing really well. And it took him about what? Yeah, he did. And now, Tubular Bells. Ding. Anyway, somebody else was slightly better or more knowledgeable of music than the other person. Turned and said, wait a minute, isn't Tubular Bells a piece of instrumental music? At which point they looked at me and I smiled and said, yeah, that's why I know it so well.
Well, I know I can't sing, so I don't need a reminder.
I mean, I know lots of Royal Marine ditties, but these are not things you sing in polite company. Better yet, in the presence of children.
All right.
And my immediate supervisor said, well, what are they like? And I said, well, let's just put you this way. Most of them come right out the National Front Handbook. And they said, no, you can't sing any of those. I said, yeah, I thought not. I said, besides, I was wearing the Pudgy suit. The bear isn't singing.
Oh, no, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Although that's probably been changed now with the correct, the what's the name?
The woke variety?
Yes. Changed Barbo, Black Sheep, changed something else that I sang the other week that I didn't know had changed. And I can't think what that was now.
It's
Changed
terrible.
it all because a 6-year-old wouldn't know the meaning, any other meanings of other than it being a black sheep.
Mm.
Ethel says you could sing the goldfish song, Panda. How you going, Thankyou? Yeah, good, mate. Yourself?
Right. Drink me cold cup of coffee.
Thankyou, you're the guy with the masks, aren't you? Have I got that right? Or the helmets, I should say.
We're back on Wombat and Wombat mange and how you contract it.
Yeah, I just saw on Facebook that she's having a bit of a whinge about us now.
What? Who's whinging?
The influencer. I haven't read into the to the.
Oh no! All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I was reading Athel's comment about instigator. I couldn't work out why someone's having a whinge at me.
Yeah.
She's upset that the strewing's throughout the country.
Yes.
I still think they should have taken her and thrown her in the freshies in a pond with freshies and said, go and snatch one of their young.
She's fired back against the backlash she received for taking a baby wombat from its mother and sharing the video of the incident on social media. So, suggesting the Australians are the real villains for allowing widespread mistreatment of native animals. Where? Where's the widespread native mistreatment?
Please tell me she's American.
She is.
Oh, wait. Oh, right. Okay. So, what about the widespread abuse of wild animals in her country, like
Exactly. Yeah.
rabies,
Yeah.
or the culling of copperhead rattlesnakes? Better yet, why doesn't she go to India and try and steal a tiger cub from its mummy?
The Albanese government has confirmed that Stable flew out of the country on Friday morning, but did not specify whether she was deported or left voluntarily.
I'm kind of guessing with the death threats or the threats to unalive her.
Yes.
She may have left voluntarily on the first available flight.
You know what she needs, don't you?
A dose of koala chlamydia.
Dose of cement to harden the hell up. I was going to say the other word then, but I chose not to.
Yes, right. Well, we better get back to talking sensible things, otherwise Teddy will come back and wonder why his channel's been taken off. Or this video will end up in the members only zone.
Oh, most of it does anyway.
Uh-huh.
Siri, just dealing with the NBN. Yeah, good luck with the NBN. Yeah, they voted for Trump. Yeah, they're in trouble now. I know there's lots of them regretting it.
But on the good news, he may have sacked a lot of government employees, but the government, the taxpayer in the United States have paid for a brand new Tesla
Yes.
with all the money they've saved,
No, no,
getting rid of all the.
not just one, a fleet.
Oh dear, that's because people have stopped buying his cars.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I can hear him. He's finished baking the bread there, Paul.
Good morning, Lindsay. We are joined in chat by Lindsay, Lord
No,
Flippy.
if she tried to steal a baby Tassie Devil, she would have lost a finger.
Right,
That's not toast.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, it is. It sort of looked like a muffin to start with.
Toast, strawberry jam, and of course cheddar cheese slices.
Oh, no.
I was going to say that's not how you make toast on cheese, Terry.
Nah,
That's cheesy.
this is way better. The clash of the cheddar cheese and the strawberry jam is just amazing.
I'm surprised that you're not scoffing Wensleydale. That doesn't look like Wensleydale to me. You being a Yorkshireman, you would be into the Wensleydale.
No, I actually can't stand Wensleydale cheese.
Really? I'm shocked. I think it's a lovely cheese.
Lindsay's in saying good morning, everyone.
Morning, then.
And Tatanka Wolf says, not toast. There's no Vegemite. And Sophie's back saying, I'm back. Stupid internet went off for half an hour.
Bloody internet. Who needs it? Crikeys. Shouldn't say that.
So all you'll hear now from Terry's microphone is see, I heard it. I heard them crunch.
Can you actually hear that?
I did, I heard that.
I'm really sorry, but I'm starving.
And then for the rest of the stream after he's eaten the toast, you'll hear him going as he tries to get a strawberry seed out from between his teeth.
I'll forget more. I'll get a raspberry. No, strawberry jam because they don't have much in the way of seeds. Not like raspberry.
I love raspberry jam.
I've got a new name, by the way, a new name for our little group on a Saturday.
Mm.
I'm going to rename the stream. It's going to have its own intro and outro, and it's going to be called the Special Models Executive Group.
Yeah, that'll work.
Come on, Panzer.
Spam.
Special Models Executive Group. Come on, Panzer. It's there.
Smeg. Yes, Smeg. I thought you were going to call it the Breakfast Club.
You can almost call it that, although it's not breakfast here.
You could call it the Cheese Toasty Club.
Mm. Could do just that, too.
See, another thing I like is crunchy peanut butter on seedy brown bread. That's a sandwich or a breakfast food you can eat twice. One's stuffing it down your neck, and the second is where you spend 2 hours sucking peanut butter, chunks of peanut out from between your teeth. Sorry, I like Tudor Rose's comment. Yeah, I'll let Terry read that.
Can't speak, eating.
Mm. Well, Tudor Rose says, quote, seeing Tezza eating all that cheese and bread, I don't understand how he keeps such an athletic figure. Oh, yes, he sheds his weight by using aeroplane propellers.
It's a lovely day.
Yeah, the platypus is an interesting animal, isn't it?
Mm.
I can hear cussing. I can hear cussing under his breath in between the crunches on toast.
I'm good.
Lindsay says magic round, more more like it.
I know what we should get Terry for Christmas, Scott.
TV.
No, fingerless mitts.
Fingerless mints. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad for him, actually. Oh, no. I can just see the problems now. Model bits being caught up in the little mitts.
Mm. Okay, who's nicked me sharp pointy tweezers? There they are. He's chuckling away to himself in the background.
No, I'm just thinking how I'm going to do the logo for Smeg.
Red Dwarf.
Special models operate. No. Special models executive group. I'm just thinking how I'm
Oh,
going to do the logo for it.
I'm sure you could get a sponsorship deal from a refrigerator manufacturer.
that's Swampy. How you going, Swamp? Just realised. I went back to me stream to read it. Hey, Swamp. Swampy is an old friend of mine that I've known for years.
Oh,
We used to
brilliant.
play. We used to play games.
Oh, aye. Is this something that you're allowed to mention on YouTube, or is that for your OnlyFans page?
Well, I just mentioned it, so it's a bit late now. Uh, what the hell's that?
Probably a flying insect that eats you no, since you're from Australia.
No, that's in the outback. Lindsay saying, "All right, catch us all later." So he's off again.
Take care, Lindsay.
He's going to the Warhammer shop.
Tessa saying, Tudor Rose UK is saying, Tessa is so quiet when eating, guessing his missus constantly feeds him then for her own sanity.
We've known for 30 odd years, mate. We don't talk.
They grunt and use hand gestures.
What the fuck's going on?
Hi, honey, I'm home.
Language, Scott. I heard that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's me neighbours or someone out the street just playing silly buggers because it's wet or wet, I should say. Anyway,
Oh, that was delicious.
Dominic.
And out of curiosity, I've got to ask this: where's everyone else's shares?
Oh,
But
don't go.
Have you licked the plate clean?
You know, I was just about to ask if anybody else does that, so it's not just me then.
When it comes to cheese, yes.
it depends. It depends on what was on the plate.
If it was KFC, then I don't think so.
Wouldn't be much to lick off
Exactly.
unless you get the spud and gravy.
Do you know, Australia has one of the most awesome food related YouTube videos of all time. You must know the one that I'm thinking of. It's where that guy gets arrested in the restaurant, um, and he's saying on the way out as he's being manhandled by the police, "You can't take a man while he's enjoying a fine riposte in a fine restaurant," and he's talking all.
Yeah,
Do you remember it?
yeah. Back in the
Absolute classic.
early '80s, I think that was, wasn't it?
Absolute classic.
I think they made a big thing about it on the news here not long ago because I think the guy passed away.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but what a dude.
Oh yeah,
What did he actually get arrested for? Can you remember?
I, I actually can't right now
I'm going to Google it. Hang on.
because I'm also trying to think of his name and I can't.
Freeloader?
I don't think it was over the bill. It was over something else. Hang on. Let me do a search. Because it's a cracking bid. Oh, cool.
That's right. I've got to shave that little piece off.
YouTube.
To the Roses saying that now Tesla will be transferring crumbs to his plane.
I've just wiped my hands, actually.
Tatanka Wolf says, I don't get KFC anymore. Where I am, Red Lobster is superior.
Yeah, you've got a choice. We don't. I also have Red Rooster over there, which is almost the same as KFC, but just better food.
Here it is. I found the original thing. That is the one.
He, he's watching it and he's chuckling away.
Oh, you've got to watch this. This is so funny. Hang on. Put link in chat. It's the bit where he says, "Get your hands off my winky." Oh, hang on. That's not a link to it. That's the link to the search. Hang on. Let me put the correct link
Ooh,
in.
you putting your search history in?
Yeah.
that, that could prove interesting, boys and girls.
Don't click on that.
Yes.
That was just the search terms that I used to find the video. Here's the link to the video. That's the link to the video, everyone. If you haven't seen it before, it is so funny. It was mistaken identity. He got arrested, and it was mistaken identity.
Yeah. Even then, it's wrong for someone to touch someone's winky.
That isn't exactly the way he worded it, by the way, but I was just being playing safe because it's the morning.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Right. Okay. Time for a segue.
A segue.
Aren't
Yeah.
those little self what do you call the things? They keep standing upright. Forms of mechanized transportation that are banned in most countries.
Do you know you don't hear about that company anymore, do you?
Hmm.
I think
You,
that's the one where the guy who ran the company, he went off a cliff edge, didn't he? On one.
I believe he did so.
You can't make it up.
Yeah, they couldn't
No,
pick him up.
hi to everyone watching on Rumble, Twitch, and of course on YouTube in full glorious 1080p. Welcome aboard, everyone. My usual Saturday slot, 8. It's supposed to be 8:30 in the morning, but this morning confusion because I'm old. I started at 8 o'clock and I woke up in a panic, so it's all a bit all over the place. But welcome everyone watching from whichever platform you are viewing from. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We got Scott Smoddles from Australia, Tasmania, Australia, joining us, and we got Pants Cat from Scotland joining us this morning, and me, Terry Little History, from the United Kingdom of England, America, 51st state.
No, that's Canada. Sorry, allegedly that's to be Canada.
Well, one of us is going to be the 51st state. You watch. And the tell of the tape is 2 people watching on Scott's channel right now. Excellent. Please throw the love around. Scott's broadcasting this kindly to his channel as well today. Maybe start a little subscription over there as well. We've got 1 watching on Twitch. Yeah, it's probably me. 6 watching on Rumble right now. Welcome, Rumblers. Thank you for joining us. And 24 watching on the YouTube, making a grand total of 33 people watching us this Saturday morning. And in case you come back after a little while, I am now live streaming back to my summer schedule of Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 6 till 8, and Wednesday from 6 or a little bit earlier till 7 o'clock, so I can get out of the way for Lindsay's stream. So that's the stream schedule all sorted out.
He's,
Chat as well.
He's also available for weddings, funerals, and bar mitzvahs.
Thank you. Yeah, live model building at your wedding, bar mitzvah, or funeral.
In 1080p, no less.
Yes.
You won't find in Terry's search history hair gel, non-Timu hair gel, non-Timu paint products, gluten-free bread, 5 finger gloves. You're on form this morning, Adam.
Yeah. You are not going to live that down, mate. Trust me.
Right, back to modelling. I've shown everyone my little Westland. We shall put that aside for a moment.
Yes, we've heard about your little Westland. I wouldn't brag about it, though.
At least it's very pretty.
And if you squint and turn your head just slightly to the left, it looks like the seal of the President of the United States of America.
I am freezing. This heater is doing nothing this morning.
It is cold. Apparently in Dumfries last night it was -6.
Is it turned on?
Yes, mate, it's definitely turned on. Hang on, I'll turn it on a bit more. You're so very good looking. Let me just... oh, you're beautiful, you are.
Yeah, I know. I just had a shower. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's very
They're
nice.
all in the news. They're all about what if, what if this happens with Ukraine and Russia and whatever. And the thing is, I don't think England has the army or forces to fight a war anymore.
We don't.
That's why they're asking for our help.
And then there's Poland wanting American nukes on their land to put the Russians off from invading.
I haven't heard that one.
It was in yesterday's news. The president of or the prime minister of Poland, he wants American nukes on his land in
Oh,
Poland as a
I just
deterrent.
saw on Facebook how he's told an ambassador to get out of the country. I don't know who's ambassador, but yeah.
Yes, the tit for tats are happening again.
Yeah.
Um, Britain lost one
Mhm.
of its diplomatic staff in Moscow, and consequently, Moscow lost one of its diplomatic staff and his spouse here in the UK.
Well, at least they finally managed to get a rocket to go and rescue those stranded astronauts.
Yes, and it didn't blow up.
Yeah, I mean, what the last two attempts have both blown up.
Well, the last two Elon's launched had blown up.
All right, so it wasn't an Elon rocket that's going to get them then.
No, it was an Artemis, I think.
I don't know. That's Artemis is the one that's gone to the moon.
No,
Right.
sorry, I'm just reading the article now. It is SpaceX that's launched a rocket carrying a new crew to the
Oh,
International Space Station as part of a plan to bring back astronauts Butch Wilmore and Billy Williams.
And also, it's to boost the International Space Station back into orbit, because every time it goes round, it comes down a little bit, and it regularly needs to be boosted back up into space. Otherwise, it no longer becomes an International Space Station; it becomes a meteor shower, or
like
or
like
or
Skylab.
yes, or like Skylab, or it does what somebody at SpaceX said: does a rapid, unplanned disassembly.
It's like all the spacecraft manufacturers now are having problems with their stuff. Because just reading here, um, 5 of the Starliner's manoeuvring thrusters stalled while trying to dock with the ISS last time, and that's the Boeing one.
Yeah, had problems with the craft, so they sent it back without crew on board.
We'll get there in the end. I've no doubt that the human race will be on another planet within our solar system in the next 20 years. It's got to happen.
But you've got to ask yourself, what country will be the first to have a colony outside of on another planet outside the solar system?
I reckon it'll be China.
Well, I reckon it's going to be either China or India,
Hmm.
because India has a massive space program at the moment.
Well, they can make everything cheaper. Whether it's better or not, I've no idea. Because we all know the hit and miss with other stuff that's manufactured over there. No, I'm not casting aspersions on it or whatever. Because the same thing happened with China just after with Japan just after World War II. Everything they made had a really bad reputation, but they soon changed that around in the mid 70s to everyone thinking that everything made in Japan is far superior to stuff made everywhere else. And the same goes for Germany after World War II. They had their problems, and then all of a sudden, the respect that German manufacturers get now is insane. Anything made in Germany is just pristine. I've never had a bad product from Germany ever, from
And
from cars to drills.
and if you live in America, anything coming from Germany now costs 25% more.
Yeah,
Sorry, America, I keep hitting you with that.
Thing is, and I'd say the same about American stuff as well. Everything I bought that's been manufactured in America, the legend is true. It's stronger, bigger, and better.
I must admit, I like my T-shirts to be manufactured in America. For some strange reason, their T-shirts, their cotton T-shirts, last longer than anything made anywhere else. Ditto with their jeans, their denim jeans.
Yeah,
The only problem we have at the moment with Wrangler jeans is they keep sending me the wrong bloody size. I ordered a pair of jeans, a new pair of Wrangler jeans back in October, and when eventually they got to me, they were the wrong size. And these same pair of jeans have went back and forwards 3 times now because they keep sending me the wrong damn size.
that's pretty strange.
It is. I ordered a certain waist size, and they sent me 10 inches less waist size.
Thing is, Wranglers aren't always forced to be made in America, though. So there's two types in there.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure that for a while, or even if they still are, because back in the day, I used to wear Wranglers and Levi's religiously because they were the fashion. Um, and I know Levi's are way superior to Wrangler, much thicker cotton, but you pay the price for it. What? Even back in the 80s, they were like 70 quid for a pair.
Yeah.
And that was a lot. If you equate that to now, you're talking 100 and odd quid. In fact, what is the price on Levi 501s right now? Because that was my jean of choice back in the day when I was younger and a little bit more fashionable. Um, Levi 50. Oh, wow. 80 quid. So they haven't gone up that much.
Yeah, no, they're in price with Wrangler because I was just about to say they'll be competing with Wrangler, and my pair of jeans was £81.98.
How weird is that? Everything else has doubled in price in the 80s, more than doubled. But fucking jeans are still more or less the same price.
If you're looking to buy a pair of Levi 501s, I'd buy them now before the price goes up by 25%.
It's going to be a massive tariff. Where are they made?
Bangladesh.
Little.
Oh, they are. They're not American made anymore. Made in China, Bangladesh, Vietnam, India, Mexico. They've covered all the bases, haven't they?
Yeah.
How strange. You'd think Levi's, of all companies, would make their stuff in America.
They did, but these foreign countries offered them tax. Because remember that jeans are the first thing that when America, if people want to sanction America, that's what they sanction.
I just typed in Wrangler where manufactured. It came up with a car which are all absolutely made in the United States. That's the Jeep Wrangler, by the way.
Yes. Yeah.
Same again, Wrangler jeans, factories in Egypt, Mexico. But mainly in the US, particularly near Greensboro in North Carolina.
Yes.
So respect Wrangler.
Yes. They didn't jump ship.
Going back to the chat, Tatanka Wolf says, how would you know if they are not already? This is referring to whether we've got people on other planets in this solar system or the next. They're keeping a lot of secrets. Absolutely possible. It's like the whole UFO thing. I still maintain that most of that is countries testing out brand new aircraft because they're certainly not going to tell you when they do it.
There was a few years ago one of those images taken from Google, the Google satellite images that show a jet or a pulse jet engine stream across continental United States,
Yeah.
and it was such a strange, weird image that it had everyone guessing what it was, and the general consensus was the next generation of stealth fighter. being
like the whole
tested.
thing. The main thing they say about the UFOs is that they can change direction really quickly, just like move at a jaunty angle and
Yes.
change direction, right? And I'm thinking, hang on, has anyone seen a drone recently? Drones can do exactly that.
I
They can
mean,
be going like 100 kilometers an hour, boom, and then just turn on an angle. If you see these guys who do the drone racing, wow,
yes, yes. I mean, there was the spot. There was the spate of drone incidents in the United States over U.S. military bases. What was it? Just before Christmas, and nothing ever was announced about that. I don't think, apart from it was happening. I don't know if they ever got to the bottom of that problem of who it was that was flying these drones and why.
yeah. David Marty's joined us, everyone. Hey, David, good morning to you, mate.
Hello, David.
Hey, David.
Oh, it's 10:30. Blimey.
Time flies.
It does indeed. Especially when you had an extra half hour in bed.
And we've just hit 40 people watching. Excellent. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you all.
And as I always say, spread the love around. Scott's streaming this to his channel as well, so you can head over there.
Yes, and if you don't want to catch wombat mange, wear a condom.
Scott, Tony dropped a link into chat, mate.
Oh, yeah, all right. Give me a sec.
We're going to nail our Scott today because Scott started streaming as well now. So even more coverage and stuff for you to watch on the internet. So if you head over there, give it a little subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. Just shows you appreciate what we do here in our little modelling community. And notifications. Scott is doing a live stream. I don't believe you've got a regular slot at the moment, have you, Scott?
No, not really. It's pop up right now until I find a day.
So all the more important that you hit the notifications button. On today's stream as well, I've turned off the advertising on the channel because I know it's become annoying for people. When you're watching a live stream, adverts pop in, then you get behind on the stream. So I've turned it off for all my future live streams, so you won't have to worry about that anymore. So just enjoy now.
Yeah.
If you are brand new watching from Rumble, head over to the YouTube channel and give me a little subscribe over there. It does help out greatly. I know the Rumble is building slowly. We're up to, I think we've hit the 50 mark on Rumble. But as with anything, I'll just keep at it. If at first you don't succeed, yeah, we've hit 50 followers on Rumble. Thank you so much.
Nice.
And to anyone else who streams out there on YouTube currently, jump onto the Rumble bandwagon. It is gathering pace. Millions of people are now on Rumble. I've got nothing against YouTube. I love YouTube. YouTube will always be kind of my main place for loading my videos first. But who's to know if I get more subscribers or followers on Rumble, that might become my main one. But I don't see any point in just keeping to one platform when there's loads out there. Why not? So welcome all the new Rumble followers. Thank you so much. And plus, there's a bonus to Rumble. Sometimes YouTube can like demonetize you or give you a naughty warning and stuff like that for smoking on stream, for swearing. We're all adults. We all swear a little bit from time to time. Rumble has no such rules. You can do whatever you want over there. You won't get spanked by them. So that's another bonus to using Rumble.
Rumble in the jungle.
Sophie's asking, are the mixing tubs I bought okay, Panzer?
Oh yes, you bought the smaller version of the big ones, which I have. They're ideal. Oh, the bigger ones have got the mixing graduations. Those little ones are 10 milliliter, but those will do if you're doing drops. What you need is what is it? Oh, good God, I've got one here. Oh, here it is.
Oh, don't, David. David says, "Oh, the adverts are the best bit." I'm just taking them off.
With a graduation on it, Sophie, so that you can actually see how much paint you're actually getting, because this is a millimeter. Other Suki things are available. So yes, these are bigger ones because I'm mixing up bigger batches of paint for this year.
Don't know where I've put my Vallejo gunmetal. Where are you? I've got a brand new pot here. Don't want to open that.
Right, what am I doing? Let the super glue dry on those.
Right, I'm actually going to do some bleeding modelling now. Here we go.
Now, but you see, you could have been doing some modelling if you hadn't been stuffing your face.
Oh, come on. Stuff in my face was only 10 minutes.
I reckon it was about 15, 20 minutes. Wait a minute. I shall scroll up through the chat. I shall give you an exact time count.
But it wasn't just having toast, you know. I managed to sneak in a sneaky pee.
Yeah, we did that. What did you pee up the garden shed?
No. I
Right,
don't completely.
right. Right, it was 32 minutes ago Tessa mentioned eating the cheese and bread. Oh no, you started eating it before then, if I remember rightly.
Time for me to remind everyone, this isn't just about plastic kit modelling. These Makers Mojos that I do, it's about all kinds of hobbies, whether you're a crocheter or a knitter or a diamond dotter or a Legoer. You're more than welcome to join us. Link posted to the top of the chat for the usual subjects. Talking of that, we've got Amanda joining us. Hey, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
Morning.
Hey, Amanda. How you going?
And Amanda says she's going to be heading for the shower soon. Is that a TMI? No, it's not a TMI. That's nice. That puts a nice. I'm just going to shut up now.
Yes, yes, yes. Stop digging, Terry.
And Amanda says it's her grandma's 90th birthday celebration today. Hey, that's a good innings, is that? 90.
Yeah.
There'll be cake.
In a fancy hotel restaurant. That sounds like my hotel.
There'll be fancy cake then.
And Sophie saying hi to Amanda with lots of cakes and waves and claps. Muffins.
Yes, those aren't cakes. Those are muffins.
Right, I need some grippers. There we go. Get your little babies out. Right, let us begin a little bit of painting. I've left it. I've left my magnifying glasses in the house. God damn it.
Oh, no.
Right, back in a sec.
Wait,
Funny
if you
thing
come,
about all that.
I was going to
is
say
you-
two things needs to do. One, take the plate back to the house, and two, don't bring it.
I'll take the
Yes,
plate back.
yes, and don't have second helpings. Otherwise, Scott and I might get up to mischief in here.
The funny thing about all that is he's been back for an hour or more, and he's just now realised he's left them up in the house. Right. If I remember correctly. Which way?
He found them.
Next to the toaster.
I bet he's come back with a big wedge of cheese as well.
Yeah, you're not far wrong. I've come back with. Anyone take a guess what that is?
I'm going to say that's a muffin or a scone.
A
No,
coffee.
let me put
Cookie.
it big. I'll give you a clue. The Goon Show.
It's Eccles. It's an Eccles cake.
Eccles! It's an Eccles cake.
See, you could have had them guessing for hours if you hadn't mentioned the Goon Show.
Not many people would have got that though.
No, well, I don't even know what goons were.
Yeah, and Scott didn't get an Eccles cake either. Come to think of it, neither did I. Where's ours?
Oh, the Goon Show was great, mate.
You'll
It's on
notice,
YouTube
Scott.
as well.
You'll
The
know.
Goon Show with Spike Milligan, Peter Sellers, Harry Seacombe.
You'll notice, Scott,
Okay.
you'll notice how he didn't answer the Eccles question, but he mentioned the
Yes.
Goons again.
Sorry, what was the Eccles question?
Yeah. You went to the kitchen, you grabbed an Eccles cake, but I noticed you didn't bring Scott one, and you didn't bring me one.
There you go. Have a bite, guys. Have a little bite.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Flying Dutchman Dave is in. He says it's a fossil turd. So hi to Dutch Dave. David Market also mentioned that Michael Bentin was in the Goons show as well.
He was as well. Yeah, you're right. uh, Adam says, I love Eccles cake. I'm also partial to a Manchester tart. As are we all.
Oh dear. And Dutchman Dave is asking, what's an Eccles cake?
I have not, I don't know what's in it. I'd have to ask the wife.
Fruit?
But
Eccles?
it tasted like it had sultanas in it.
Yes. It could be raisins.
Hanson, now you're being pedantic.
We sort of call them biscuits here,
Well, they could be currants.
or cookie.
Currants, that's it.
And it's currently in the tummy.
Oh, delicious.
To answer Dutch Dave's question, what's an Eccles cake? It's gone cake.
It's a very British thing.
It's as British as a deep fried Mars bar.
No, that's a Scottish thing.
Yes. Or a mealy pudding supper.
A what?
A mealy pudding supper.
What the hell's a mini pudding supper?
You've heard of black pudding.
Yeah.
Well, in Scotland we also have something called white pudding, and it's made from oatmeal, and therefore it's called a mealy pudding, a mealy pudding. You need to have. If you ever visit Scotland, Terry, you must have a mealy pudding supper.
If I ever visit Scotland, I will definitely have a mini pudding supper.
It's predominantly East Coast rather than West Coast.
I think, I actually think that haggis would be much more popular in the rest of the world if it was made to the proper Scottish recipe. Because I've had haggis in England on 2 occasions, and it tasted absolutely nothing like the haggis that I had when I was in Scotland. The stuff they have in England seems to be tasteless, cardboardy crap.
Well,
Whereas in Scotland, it's way more spicier. Like, well, not spicier, but I don't know how to describe it now. Let's say a little bit more pepper and salt.
yes, yes. It depends on what you. A lot of the commercial haggis that you get now they're not made from lamb or mutton. They're actually made from is it pork? Because
That's
pork is
probably what it was because there wasn't because like lamb is quite a heavy taste as far as meat goes,
Mhm.
and if you don't get that in it in the like the stuff I've had in England, which probably was had never seen lamb.
The closest to haggis that you had in England had been to lamb or mutton, was when it was on the lorry coming to the shop for you to buy it.
Yeah,
It's 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 a it's a bit like Aldi's apple and pears diluting drink. The closest it came to apple and pears was as it went past the fruit trees on the road to the stores. Right. What's next?
That
Yes, this. Pardon me.
okay, so I'm going to take it with a chat from the point where Dutch Dave says, "What's an Eccles cake?" Because we've got
Yes.
some explanations coming. So it's a currant filled cake. Bang on. Right. Um, Adam says it's from the greatest place in the UK, Manchester. I think he's all about Manchester tarts. Very renowned for being tarty. Adam says, and you can get great black pudding from Bolton Market. Yeah, proper black pudding, gorgeous. But
Yes.
there's so many crap There's so much crap black pudding out there. Again, tasteless cardboard shite. Tatanka says, "I thought British food was boiled mops."
that's right, Swampy.
Boiled mops. What a great saying. I can remember that one. Ah. And David Markey says, "Flaky pastry brushed with liquid butter, filled filled with a mix of fruit, folded, rolled, cut, baked." Yep, bang on. Dave says, "Come on, Dave, get you coming up." He says, "Well, if you go to Stirling, Scotland, visit the Port Cullis. Wonderful pub. Never been, but hey, I'll try and remember." Jeff Light says, "Mealy pudding is called hog's pudding in this neck of the woods."
Yes. The funny thing is that we all tend to eat the same foods, but they all have local or different names depending on whereabouts you come in the UK. For example, I didn't know blood pudding was black pudding,
Yeah.
and what we call square slice sausage, other people call lawn sausage.
Thing is, first time I had black pudding, I didn't know what it was. It was just on a breakfast. We're on holiday in Margate. You know Margate?
In Kent,
Yep. I must have been, I don't know, about 9 years old, something like that. And we all went down for the hotel breakfast. I asked my dad what this is. He goes, "Oh, it's black pudding. Taste it, you love it." So I tasted it, and it was really delicious,
it
right?
was.
And then he told me what it was. You know the face you pull just before you're going to cry, right?
Yeah.
Hang on, let's see if I can do it for you. I just don't remember being sat at the breakfast table with a face like this.
You didn't like what it was made of, but it was tasty. Yes.
Oh, it was delicious, mate.
Yep. Especially with egg yolk on it. If you're having a fried breakfast, sunny side up eggs, you get the yolk onto the black pudding. Oh, you can't beat that.
Ah, excellent.
I haven't had it for a while. As on my way home from a night shift, I usually at the end of the month when I'm coming home after payday, I used to stop in at one of the local Greasy Spoon transport cafes on the A75, and I would have a fried breakfast, a cooked breakfast. So,
Thing is, I don't think vegans or vegetarians will get the same kind of feeling that us meat eaters get from chomping down on a beautiful steak or a nice cut of beef or whatever. I can't imagine anyone chomping into a lettuce and going, "Whoa,
look at the taste of flavour in that. Yeah, exactly.
I just truly believe that we are naturally predisposed to eat meat. I don't
Oh,
get.
no, I can't tell you this. I can't tell you this story until we're in the green room. Remind me to tell you the rabbit story in the green room.
Okay. David Mike says managed to get her ladyship to drive home from Bristol Airport last night. Very. Hang on. Been shopping this morning. Okay, nice one, mate. And Tasha's joined us as well. Hey, Tasha, good morning to you.
Hello, Tasha.
Hey, Tash.
David Mike is saying hi, Tasha. Right, it's not a fake modelling channel. I have done a bit this morning. I've painted the. I don't know what they are. I think they're uh, bullet drums or something like that. Anyway, that's that.
Uh,
And I've done a little bit of dry brushing on focus. Oh, my focus is crap.
yes. Do those bullet drums go in the nose of the aircraft?
I don't know yet because there's like one, two, three, four, five, six. There's 8 bullet drums.
I
Right.
reckon. I reckon that's exactly what they are. Because if I remember rightly, the 110 had cannons in its nose.
Right.
Yeah, and a gunner on the back seat.
Yeah. Just in case a sneaky Lysander comes up behind it and tries to drop a yellow bomb on it.
I know the the BF 110 was slow, but I'm sorry, the Lysander was way slower.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Was there not a story about a bomber dropping a bomb on a fighter plane during the Second World War in a dogfight?
That's quite possible. You imagine that kind of thing happened quite a lot.
The bomb didn't go off, but it did damage the fighter aircraft.
Yeah, you can see it being absolutely feasible when you've got fight World War II fighters. You know, your Messerschmitts and your Spitfires and your Hurricanes and your Butcher Birds flying in amongst a bomber formation.
It would have happened. I'm sure there's a story out there of it.
Yeah, but this
Much
wasn't on
like how,
this wasn't on a bombing run. This was actually as a form of defence. They actually dropped a bomb, and it hit
Yeah.
the aircraft, and it
Yeah.
damaged the fighter.
There's also the other urban legend of a member of the crew of one of the American bombers, I forget which type, that fell from 5,000 feet without a parachute and landed all right.
and survived, yeah.
There was no truth to that, surely.
There's a
No.
video on YouTube about it because it keeps coming up on my feed every now and again. The man who
Yeah,
fell to earth.
it sounds like great clickbait, doesn't it? Man falls from 5,000 feet, survived. You
I've heard
click
the
on that.
story. I've
Wait,
heard the story before, but there's also another one there where there's a German fighter pilot escorting a very heavily, badly damaged B-17 to safety as well.
In answer to Dave's question, yes, the Lysander is finished. I got 2 little bits to paint on it, but when all's said and done, she's finished. I did show it earlier in the stream, so if you just flick back a bit.
Apparently, Tasha was in hospital overnight.
I hope you're feeling better, Tasha.
Yeah.
that. What's that? Let's put up. Bloody instructions.
Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do. 10 to 11.
NOPQRSTUVWXYZ. There you go. I've completed the alphabet for you. Move on. Next.
Wondering whether it goes back to 11 o'clock, that's all, because I need to go into town because I am missing XF 19 and 18.
What colours are they?
I don't know because I haven't got them.
It was XF19 is a grey. XF18 is a blue grey. Wait a minute, because funnily enough, is that XF18 right there? It is indeed. Look, XF18 is medium blue.
Right, so I have to go in town to complete my Tamiya collection.
And XF19 is a light grey. I can see it, but I'm not getting up to get that one because there's too much stuff piled in front of it. Okay, you've talked me into it, Terry.
What? You getting it down?
Yeah, wait a second. Oi. There you go. XF19, sky grey. XF18, medium blue.
Do you know, I have got 19. What am I on about? I've got sky grey somewhere. Is there two sky? Do they do two sky greys?
They do several greys. I don't know if they call them all sky grey. There may be IGN or IJA sky grey, which have a different number.
I could
The
swear.
guy that
Look, you can see how old that pot of paint is. Look at the dust on the top of that.
Mm,
In fact, I bet you that's a brand new pot that's never been opened. I was right. It's a brand new pot. It's never been opened.
it has now.
It has now. Yes. Let me just rake around with the dusting brush.
He goes get 2 bottles of paint, walks out the door with 3 models.
And 4 bottles of paint.
And to the 5,000 foot pilot that, or crewman, whatever he was, and survived, he fell on something. I just can't remember what that something was that broke his fall.
Haystack?
I want to say haystack, but I'm not sure if that's true or not.
Well, we know Adam's opinion now on this. He says no way he'd survive because Adam broke a leg jumping off a wardrobe onto 2 women in Bridlington.
I mean, there is the guy that attempted to unalive his wife, who was and he sabotaged the parachutes.
Cheapers.
Both of them. It was. In fact, if memory serves me right, he was an officer in the parachute regiment.
Yeah, Adam, I've been to Bridlington as well. They're big old birds in Bridlington. Oh, I can't never go back to Bridlington ever again now.
Bridlington. You remember the Viz cartoon, the Viz characters?
Yeah. Oh, what are they called? What were the girls called in Viz? Oh,
Tracy. One of them was called Tracy.
yeah. No, when I go into town to the model shop this time, I have to keep it just the paint. I splurged out last week.
So you're going to have blinkers on?
Yep, absolutely, 100%.
Not look at the model shelf. Do not look at the... Oh, damn, I've looked at it. All right, I'll take that one.
Mate, what I would have done is my usual trick: taken just the cash for the paint, and leave my card at home, my bank card at home, so then I can only get what I'm going for. But this time I can't because I haven't seen cash, like pound notes and stuff, in ages. It's all card now. A lot of shops are stopping taking cash. It's just card. I know our hotel, it's card only.
And in some towns and some villages, you cannot get cash because there is no cash machine working. I'm hinting here, Mr. Cash Point, The machine's been down for 2 weeks. It doesn't take you 2 weeks to fix a damn machine.
I saw that. There's a news article on the BBC about that. There's a town in England somewhere where they've been without cash for like 4 weeks. It's the only cash machine. It's only a
Yep.
little village.
Yep. There's one in the borders. I think it's Berwick, who have one single working cash machine, and on the farmers market day, it always runs out of cash, and the people of the town walk around and say, "There's no money," because the machine runs out.
I think we mentioned it before on these streams that if society ends up being card only, you're going to alienate a whole portion of society who can't get bank cards, who can't have bank accounts through whether it be their own fault or no fault of their own. So what are they going to do? How are they going to be able to eat?
Yes, exactly. I mean, they got rid of the branch. I mean, I'm thinking of Wigtown here. We used to have two banks. Then we had one, and then we had none. My nearest branch of my bank is Stranraer, and the next one up is Dumfries. So if I have a problem, I have to go into the bank, and I don't do online banking. They want you to. All the banks want you to do online banking.
David Markey's just said, Terry, the £1 note stopped in 1988. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about the last time I had cash on me.
If I'd have known you were going to say that, I'd have brought my wallet out and shown you the £30 I keep in cash in my wallet. Because sometimes you go into a shop and they don't take cards.
I'm glad you explained why you keep £30 in your wallet.
Yeah. It used to be 40 quid, but shrinkflation happened.
Talking about inflation, that's a good point. Yeah, I can remember when £10 notes were huge, £5 notes were huge, but they're all about half the size of what they were.
And they're made of plastic nowadays.
And they're plastic, yeah.
I can remember somebody handing me their first plastic £5 note. It was a Northern Ireland bank, and the guy handing it over was offended when I was looking at it and holding it up to the light. And he says, "It's real money." I said, No, I know it's real money. I said, there was a news article about the Northern Irish Bank, the Ulster Bank, issuing these plastic £5 notes. This is my first time handling one. I just wanted to see what it would look like, because I hear there's a hologram in the middle of it.
Right. Okay.
The problem is, and with these plastic notes, is they're supposed to be counterfeit proof. But if you ever see someone counting paper notes of our generation, Terry, you can feel them as people are counting the notes out. They always hesitate when they come across a fake one because it feels different.
I would never have noticed. Right. Okay,
Right.
leave that alone.
Yes. If you don't stop picking it, won't ever heal.
Another thing with the new plastic ones, when they first came out, it took me ages to get used to them because they didn't fold properly in your pocket or in your wallet. They always like bulged out. So if you pulled one out, you invariably pulled another one out with it, and it went wafting off.
Right. We don't have that problem here in Scotland. You've got to unclip the chain first.
Adam says, let's do this chatty chat coming in. Adam says, the pound note used to make my wallet look massive like a millionaire. Yeah, good point. And Dutch Dave says, here in the Netherlands, almost all financial transactions are electronic. I pay everything with my phone. Haven't used cash in years. I'm kind of the same, mate, now.
Yeah, they were pushing the idea of getting rid of cash entirely here until something happened with the banks, and none of the electronics would work, but cash did.
Yeah.
So that sort of changed people's mind.
I mean,
Yeah, it's the same. Your system goes down, everybody's screwed.
yes.
Yep.
Quite a few of the banking apps fail, and you can't pay.
I mean, all it'll take is one big hack, and they can. and we're screwed.
That dropped on the floor. Where the hell did it
Got to
go?
give a proper shout out to our friend Dutch Dave, the Flying Dutchman. Great channel, great hard worker on YouTube, putting out content every single day. If you haven't checked out Dutch Dave's channel, I'm going to drop a link in. I know I'm breaking my own rules. It's supposed to be only people who appear on the platform who I put a link in, but Dutch Dave works so hard at this game. I've got
Yeah,
to put a look in.
he does some good stuff,
Ah, it's brilliant. I love the
and
unboxings. I really do.
it's a mixture. It's a mixture of classic kits
Bear with me a
and
second.
some other classic kits.
I will get the link in eventually. It's just winding down the thousands of people I'm subscribed to. T
Oh,
LMNOP T.
there you go. Swampy's put another thing there. Had Alfred, he's talking about Cyclone Alfred off the coast of Queensland, and people scrambling for cash because of the power outs.
Wow. So if you're not subscribed to Dutch Dave yet, there's the link. Head over there, give it a sub. It doesn't cost you anything. And maybe just watch a video. Yeah. More importantly, watch at least 5 seconds of a video, or the subscription won't count. YouTube will think it's a bot just subbing. And you won't regret it, because it'll appear in your streams. He does loads of stuff every single day. I'll get him on this panel one day if it kills me.
No, that one. Oh no, it is this one.
Good point, Adam. Gone are the days of a 10 quid note in your birthday card. Now it's a transfer on your birthday with a WhatsApp meme. Very, very true. Got to keep on shouting out Rumble as well. Everybody watching on Rumble, the little history fans over there are growing slowly but surely.
Sorry about that. The postman tripped the door alarm.
Ah.
He should know by now that the door can't open.
So you had Postman Pat.
I had a delivery.
56. What's 56?
Thankyou says already subbed. Nice one, mate. Our Sophie's just subbed as well. Nice one, Sophie.
Oh, nice, Soph.
Right, I'll drop that on the floor. I'll get that in a little while. Terry's doing a lot of pee-peeing there.
Yes, I am.
Is it because you're of a certain age and you need to empty your bladder again?
Oh, you lazy git, Panzer.
What?
You haven't posted a video in 11 months.
Actually, I have quite a lot. I just have to edit them together. There will be one.
Months?
There is one coming very, very shortly. That is time sensitive.
Yeah, in another 12 months.
No.
I'm going to post the link anyway, even though he's a lazy git.
There is a video queued up ready to come out very shortly.
Right, link to our Panzer's channel in there right now. If you're not a sub to Panzer yet, head over there. There's nothing to see. He hasn't posted anything for 11 months. But
I have done live streams in 11 months.
lazy.
I'm trying to remember that song, Lazy Daisy. How does?
Anyway, if you're not sub to Panzer yet, head over there anyway. He's a top bloke. And he's promising to post a video soon.
Yes. It's in line with what's on my videos at the moment. I mean, I do take the Michael out of a bit, quite a bit, because I use humour. But there are videos coming. There is a build video series starting in about 2 months, but I have one coming out at the end of this month, the beginning of next month.
Brilliant. But if you do go over to Panzer's channel and you give it a little subscription, oh, my phone, that means work. Bollocks. Be right back.
Yes.
Not always.
It could be the missus saying, "Where's that damn plate?"
We're missing a plate.
Did you eat all the cheese? Or where's my Eccles cake? Terry will have to explain that you won't want it now. Wait 24 hours, you'll see it again.
It'd be different. No, not even. No, don't go there. TMI. TMI. Wasn't my idea, people. It was his.
Yeah, it was Terry. He ate the Eccles cake. Glue that in. Can't glue that in because I've dropped it on the damn floor. What's in the box? I know what I've ordered. I just want to see exactly what it is they've sent me. Oh, blimey, that's a bit big.
That's what she said.
Yes, frequently. Aha! New glue sticks. Our local news agent glue sticks.
Okay.
Hot glue sticks. Our news agents closed 2 years ago, and they had a sale selling off some of the stuff, and I forgot to buy when I was in there glue sticks, and I've also got that as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh dear. I didn't realise it was a kilo block I'd bought. I thought it was 500 grams. Still, it just means it'll go off even quicker.
Hurrah! I don't have to go in.
Yes. Scott said it was your missus asking you where her Eccles cake was.
No, it's the worst thing about this job. I'm on call 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And it is absolutely the most annoying thing. But most of the time I don't have to go in if I just explain how to do something. On that occasion, it was a safe that was locked, and they had to use our unlocking machine to unlock it, and successfully unlocked. Hurrah!
Oh. And there was £100,000 in there?
Oh man, it was worse when I was at the Marriott because they're such old safes. When they failed, there was no other alternative but to drill out the bolt that was locking them.
Oh, right.
And that was always a call-out situation.
Yeah. So
really annoying for any guest whose run were next to the one I was drilling out, because we used to use a dirty grey SDS drill.
That's what you get for drilling in hotels. Thin walls.
What time are we going to go to, guys?
I don't know. What time are we going to? What time does JC start on a Saturday?
1.
Are you sure it's not 2?
Oh, it's 1 o'clock here. Give me a sec. I'll have a look.
I think
He
he's
did put a thingy up, so
he did, yes. We don't want to overlap too much.
Adam
Where
has
are
just
you?
said, normally it's him phoning me. I can't remember you ever phoning me, Adam. In case you didn't know, I work with Adam at the same incredibly posh hotel in York.
Well, it's 1 a.m. here, so it'll be 2
I've just checked.
p.m.
He's on it.
PM.
I've just checked. He's on at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go to at least midday then, if you don't mind, if that's all right.
Yeah,
Gentlemen,
that's not a problem. I have nothing better planned for today.
I might do some painting.
and we've got 45 people watching us. Are we going to hit the 50 today?
Hello, 49 on mine.
I've just got up 49 on mine as well. Where they're coming from, I hope it.
We got cakes.
Well, we had cakes, but you wouldn't like them now.
Oh, yeah, sorry, we ate them.
But we didn't. He did.
But we still got the packages.
Wow,
I
wow,
got
wow,
you.
wow, wow. Thank
Or
you,
Chris.
Rumblers. 14 people watching on Rumble now. Rest on YouTube, one on Twitch. So thank you so much for tuning in, Rumblers. I really do appreciate it. I've been on Rumble now for about 8 months or so, and I'm really loving it. So thank you so much for watching. And if you can be bothered, head over to my YouTube channel and give me a little sub over there. Really does help the channel to grow and get out there. It's not just about me; it's about the people on the platform as well, who in today's panel, who help the channel greatly, and we promote other people in the community as well. So you're more than welcome to join in the chat. And eventually, once we get to know you, you might get an invite onto the panel. You never know.
Mm.
So thank you. I really do appreciate each and every person that watches, whatever time it is of the day. Because we started streaming at 8 o'clock this morning in the UK. I've missed a whole portion of the conversation while I was on the phone to work. Hang on, let me go back up.
Might just do this.
Oh, hang on, I put Dutch Dave's link in twice. Did I not put Panzers in? I could have sworn I put Panzers in.
Yes, I'm sure I saw Panzer. Aye, you did. Scott put Panzer in. Terry put Panzer in. Oh, you did actually. You put Dutch Dave. You put Panzer HTTPS, and it's YouTube for Dutch Dave models.
Rats. Okay. Sorry, Panzer.
It's okay.
I can do that whole routine again then, can't I?
You can indeed. For those that weren't paying attention the first time.
Oh, God damn it.
You see, we're testing you, ladies and gentlemen of the audience.
Right, here we go. Copy, paste. Right, our Panzer Cat, who just happens to be on the panel today. Welcome, Panzer Cat. He's got a great channel, even though the lazy git hasn't posted anything for 11 months. He is promising to post stuff soon. And here's a link to his channel. Control V. Boom.
And right there, Terry, you almost sounded like you was on play school.
God,
Great guy.
there's a great British television tradition, Play School.
These people around the world aren't going to know what that is.
Yes. Well, what window shall we look through today, boys and girls? Shall we use the round window, the square window, or the arched window?
We're on about TV shows from our childhood, by the way. Yes. And now you've mentioned that, I have to give a shout out to Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men.
Just one question. Here it's an Australian show, but what is it over there?
It was a children's show, yes, over here in the UK from the 70s, from the late 60s through the 70s, I think, to the very early 80s. I think 81, 82 might have been the last time it was shown. Or that was the last time. No, it might have been later than that because they did away with the ugly doll, Hamble. Hamble had an unfortunate accident. Someone deliberately jumped on its head a few times. It was the most hideous doll known to exist. There was Big Ted, Little Ted, Humpty, Hamble, and the rag doll, which Jemima the rag doll.
This far too well.
I do because I remember thinking Hamble was the most evil-looking doll there was. when Hamble fell over, I'm sure somebody deliberately didn't pick it up because it was that hideously ugly. Just Google Hamble, the original play school doll.
I think the favourite show from my childhood has got to be Tra la 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 Tra la 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 la.
The Banana Splits.
1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4. Great show, absolutely great show. Loads of cartoons in it.
I'm trying to think of that name of that because I used to watch it too. I
What, the banana?
recognise the jingle.
Yeah.
Banana
Yeah, yeah, that'd be it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those, if memory serves me right, it's an American program that made it all over the world because it was so catchy.
Oh, it's
It was
brilliant.
it was bright, colourful, and the four of them. In fact, there was even, you remember the little 6-wheel buggies that they had
Yeah,
in?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
The same ones that appeared in Space 1999 on the moon. They
I'm
drove
pretty sure
those.
Art Bryan from Got Fuels has built the Banana Splits wagon. But there's
Has
that big
he?
little size of a camel. Oh, what was that cartoon? It was like Aladdin. Was it the 40 Thieves or
Uh,
something like that? Size of a camel. Oh, God, what was it called? Hang on.
Oh yeah, it was a cartoon.
It was.
Yeah. My favourite cartoon when I was a kid, are you ready for this?
Go on.
Was Ivor the Engine.
What? Ivan? Did you say?
Ivor the
Oh,
Engine.
the engine.
Ivan.
It had a
Yeah.
dragon in it as well, didn't it?
It did, yes, it had baby dragons too. And it was set on a railway line in deepest, darkest North Wales.
Okay.
In fact, I loved it so much when it was on DVD, I may have bought it.
This was
Oh.
before Thomas the Tank Engine as well, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Oh, wow.
And it was stop motion animation where you had the cardboard things in the foreground and the background the thing moved along the background. It was all done in cardboard, pen and ink. You know, the multi-piece paper puppet.
Adam says Rod, Jane, and Freddie.
That was Rainbow.
I wasn't a kid then, though, so I didn't watch that.
Oh no, Rainbow was Terry. You were young. You're young. You're young. Are you younger than us or older than us?
I'm older. I'm 61.
All right. Yes.
Well, I'll be 61 this year. Ugh, sucks.
In Scotland, Terry, you would qualify for a free bus pass. You'd have.
I so want to say 2 words to you that I'm not allowed to say at this time of day.
Hey, Terry,
What, mate?
you can in this country.
Can you? It's nice and night time over there. Adam says the scariest kids' TV character was Nosy Bonk from Jigsaw. I don't know that one. You're way younger than me, Adam, so I've got no clue on that one. Right,
There was other classic television programs of our youth was Finger Bobs, Trumpton Chigley and Camberwick Green, and Bagpuss. But let's not forget the Clangers with the Soup Dragon.
Atoll says watching Miss Leslie, who was taken off air when she showed too much leg. And Adam's telling everyone to Google Nosy Bonk. Hang on a minute, mate. I ain't gonna Google that. Not a chance. It's okay having the nosy bit, but the bonk thing's going to set Google off and take you down rabbit holes you really don't want to go.
Make sure you search with safety mode on, yeah.
Too late. I'm already looking. That's some scary characters.
Adam's very blind that it's a safe thing to search for.
It is a safe thing to search for, and It's
Tatanka
yeah.
Will says, I grew up with Fraggle Rock.
Oh yes, Praggle Rock. Yes.
What about the Moomins? I remember the Moomins as well. They were made from wooden
What year
spoons.
was the Moomins?
Oh, Sophie brings up the Wombles. That was the BBC. Yes.
Yeah, I was a kid then.
hmm
And the Clangers.
I mentioned the Clangers with the Soup Dragon.
Ooh, ooh. Clangers was great.
Yeah.
Adam saying it's from the late 70s, early 80s, Nosy Bonk. Oh, God, let me look it up now.
And the original Warsaw Gummidge played by John Pertwee. That was
Nosy
brilliant
Bonk,
television.
Nosy Bonk, and before I click search, safe search on. Oh, good God! That's straight out of a horror show. That must have terrified kids.
Yeah.
What were they thinking? Right, in case you don't want to infect your computer with anything dodgy, I'm going to share screen. Hang on. Where's it gone? Share. There we go. Add to stage. This is what a nosy bonk is. And that was in a
Yeah.
kids' TV show. Terrifying.
Oh, there it is. Found it.
Yeah, David, I mentioned that earlier. Bill and Ben Flower Pot Men. They were great.
Ha- ha- have don't have the sound on, but watch that. It, it it's an old clip.
What's that,
Um,
Scott?
Must have been the early 70s or 80s.
What's that, mate?
That what I just posted
All right.
in private chat. Private chat.
Private.
yeah. Just so that just to let you know, Mr. Nosy Bonk returns our YouTube videos, so you'll be able to find them on YouTube.
Yeah. Uh, 18 years ago.
I think we should talk in Bill and Ben talk for the rest of the show.
Bill and Ben.
Flubber dubber dub. Flubber dub.
That reminds me.
Flubber dubber dub.
Dub dub.
No, I'll tell you that joke in the green room as well.
Rubber dub 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 dub.
Sorry.
Actually, if you've never seen Bill and Ben before, type it into YouTube. Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men. You will. It'll bring a smile to your face.
Mhm.
Oh, the fucking done it. Classic.
Yeah.
How do you remember that, Natasha? You're not old enough to remember that.
Satellite television apparently is showing a lot of these classic
Really?
TVs.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. I think all the ITV catch-up channels are showing all the original TV series now because that's what people are watching. They're not watching the standard channels. They're watching the oldie channels.
Tatanka Wolf goes saying, "Where's the unsub button?"
It's over there by the left.
On Scott's channel.
Yeah.
No. All right. There's my cockpit green. I say I'm about to
You know,
use
it's
this
supposed to be a
colour.
modelling channel, and we've done everything but.
I've done something. I've glued two pieces together. I've super glued me safety belts onto
I've
my
got to paint
seats.
all that.
Technically, Terry, you have done some modelling. You have modelled toast and jam with cheese.
Oh yeah, I've got some colour in that one. I know I've got an empty bottle somewhere. I thought that might have been it. I'll take it over to my little mixer and whiz it round the circle. Then I'll go fire up the airbrush.
Nice. And Lady Sam's joined us as well. Welcome back, Lady Sam.
Hello,
Hey,
Lady
Sam.
Sam.
Great to see you the other day. I hope your health is getting better. I really do. Lady Sam last year was a massive part of the community streaming with us. Hopefully she can come back and do a bit more at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when you're ready, Sam, and I'll start posting invites to you.
Mm.
I don't know what you're referring to there, Paul. Everyone's saying hi to Lady Sam. There we go.
All right. Before I do that, because I'm going to have to paint something in the fuselage, I'm going to grab that as well.
And I'm going to go and find all these D bits. So I want D52, D38. Look at that. Sneaks a little bit of modelling in between the chat. Hey!
No, maybe I don't.
Well, technically, Terry, you're sneaking a bit of modelling in between stuff in your face. Echo's cake springs to mind.
Oh, they were lovely. It was lovely as well.
I noticed how he started off with they. That means he ate one before he showed us the one he was sniffing.
No, I sneaked two last night, right?
Ah.
When I woke up at like midnight or whatever it was, 1 a.m., I sneaked downstairs, grabbed a couple. Because, again, yesterday I got back from work and I was absolutely shattered. I slept the entire evening. Woke up around midnight time, starving.
Ate two Echo's cake and went back to bed.
Not far from the truth there, mate.
I bet your missus is saying, I thought I had a whole pack of Echo's cakes.
Well, she made 20.
And you scoffed 3.
Yeah.
Well, the 3 that you're acknowledging you've scoffed. I have a feeling there may have been more scoffing in between those 3.
128.
You'll notice, Scott, he isn't denying it.
No.
I neither confirm nor deny.
Quick, somebody phone Terry's missus and ask her to count the Echo's cakes.
It's a good job. It's a good job she doesn't watch this stuff. Her opinion of my little YouTube career is that it's very silly.
Yes, you're being a very silly boy.
And that I spend an unhealthy amount of time in my shed. Every man needs a man cave.
You could counter that by saying, well, it's either that or I get under your feet. Trust me. They'll pack you out the damn door.
Well, it's either that or I'm at the pub every day. I wouldn't be at the pub every day anyway. It's not my... I think going to the pub every day is a young man's game.
Have you seen the price of a pint these days?
Oh, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
You see, we're sensible in Scotland. We do 2 things to stop you from spending too much money on booze. The first thing we do is we have what's called a unit pricing, which is depending on the strength of the beverage, adult beverage that you're consuming, may cost more per volume. And the second thing we do to help you save your money is we don't allow alcohol sales until I think it's 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So you can't go into your supermarket and get a couple of cans before going to the pub.
Thing is, though, Scotland for a while there was the highest per capita death rate from alcoholism And was it obesity as well, or bad diet, or something like that?
It was liver cancers, liver poisoning, and heart attacks in Europe.
So I'm not surprised they
And,
brought
and
those rules in.
and are you ready for this? The
Well,
minimum alcohol unit pricing and the changing to the licensing laws of when you can buy booze has not affected it in one slightest little bit. We Scots are genetically designed to be blue when everybody else is pink, and to die young of alcohol consumption.
well, come on, it is the home of the battered deep fried Mars
Mars
bar.
bar, yes. I believe that's Stonehaven, which is up in Aberdeenshire.
Crikey. That is absolutely 100% heart-stopping food.
I have never had a deep fried Mars bar. And funnily enough, I actually have no desire to have a deep fried Mars bar.
I am right with you. I cannot imagine for 1 second how disgusting it must taste. Hang on, thing is though, it took off. It can't taste that disgusting, or people wouldn't have eaten it.
Mm.
And is it still a thing? Can you still get that in Scottish chippies?
I'm sure you can. You can get them in any chippy. You can go into a chippy in Whitby in Yorkshire and ask the guy behind the bar for a deep fried Mars bar. They'll look at you kind of funny, but they'll do it.
Crikey.
It's all money at the end of the day.
It is, yeah.
$72.
Yes, I've cut some bits off.
Is that a humble number there, Scott? 72.
Yes,
That's
yes.
that's the humble
Didn't.
equivalent of cockpit green.
No, that's 226.
The original cockpit green was 72, I think it was.
Okay. Because unfortunately, it didn't give me a colour call out sheet. So I've got to search what the numbers are. Like 226 is cockpit green. I know that.
Yes,
Uh,
but there's two cockpit greens because remember, Humbrol did away with a lot of the colours in the range.
72 is khaki.
Khaki, is it?
Khaki.
Yeah,
Khaki.
khaki.
My God! You see, I used to have a Humbrol colour chart sitting right next to me. It still is, but it's buried under half a ton of other stuff there.
Which is 49, except for 49. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see if I can write this. Yeah. Yep, that'll work.
What I can't get over is Terry's old Airfix kit still having the Airfix paint number reference.
That was cute though, wasn't it, eh?
It was.
I hadn't seen those in decades.
Yeah. Here's another enamel paint range that you won't have heard of. Is Gloy paints, Gloy.
Gloy, Gloy, yeah, I've heard of
Yeah.
them.
Yep. Have you ever used their paints?
Very many moons ago.
Do you remember the stench?
No, actually, it wasn't paint; it was glue. Gloy
Oh,
glue.
yeah.
Glue.
Yeah. They did a paint range as well, and boy, did it stink. You opened that, the whole city knew you were using their paint.
Come on.
If I remember, it was French. I think Gloy was the brand of paint that Heller imported at the UK.
That'll have to be the Outback swamp.
I'll get back to the chat in just a second. I at least want to do one bit of modelling today. Glue at least one piece.
Tanker Wolf, or I know him as Swampy, is It's just saying in parts of Australia they're banning hand sanitizer because people are drinking it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not healthy at all.
That's because it contains isopropyl alcohol, which is pure alcohol.
It'll have to be in the outback somewhere, though. And probably in the prison.
Right. Leave that there and hope and pray it stays in place. Brilliant. 11:35 in the United Kingdom right now. 11:35 in Scotland right now. It is 12:36 in Australia in the evening.
How's the other way around?
12,
Afternoon.
12:36 in the morning.
That 10:30.
10:30 in the morning. No, 10:30 in the evening.
Yeah.
And wherever you are in the world right now, welcome aboard. We've got 25 minutes of the show left to go. Thank you so much for joining us. We are in full 1080p to the Rumble, to the Twitch, and to the YouTube via my channel and Scott's as well. Thank you for
Exactly
joining.
closer to about to switch over to 20 to 11. Terry just went forward and set it back.
Yes.
That's all that was.
In about 40 minutes in Australia, it'll be Sunday.
Tatanka says it's 9:30 p.m.
Hour and 40.
Oh, sorry.
And Paul Price is saying, shameless, icky, sticky promotion, Scott.
Yes, it was shameless. No one noticed.
Sophie's saying, deep fried haggis is yummy.
It is indeed. But
Never
again, deep fried haggis is it'll be the same. It'll be pork haggis rather than mutton or lamb haggis.
And we're on about pubs earlier on. This is my going to the pub, this streaming thing. Adam says, Tezza, get rid. Come join the dark side with me. Every night, wooing ladies in the pubs. It's heaven. Expensive for heaven. Sadly, those days are gone, mate. Once that ring goes, oh, got to answer the door. What's that?
That'll be his missus.
Police.
It's his missus asking about the Eccles cakes.
Yeah.
It was him. He ate them all. Him. Fess up, Terry.
Right. Last Saturday, I didn't tell you, I got locked out of the house. Finished the stream, went to go in the house, all the door was locked. I thought my missus was in. She'd gone out, locked the door. I didn't have my keys on me. So I'd locked the shed up, which is on a Yale latch and a padlock. So Yale latch went on, padlock went on. I went to go in the house. I'm left out in the bloody street.
Let that be a lesson to you about eating the wife's Eccles cakes.
So anyway, she's left me the house key.
Obviously, the stern talking to she gave you afterwards. Made you listen. Yeah.
Oh, I got some priceless words when she had to drive back from wherever she was. Because at first she advised, she said she'd left the back garden gate open. She says, can you not hop over the fence? I said, there's no way I'm hopping over the fence. Bloody thing will collapse. Because we've got like 6'6" fences all around the garden. And I'm a good 14 stone, and there's no way that would have held up.
14 stone on all those Eccles cakes. I don't believe that for 1 second.
I'm about 14 stone. Muscular, six-pack, you know what I'm saying, ladies?
Any second now, Terry's alarm clock will go off.
Yeah. And I have been validly collected on the time. 10:36 p.m. in Australia.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Right. Come on, let's do a little bit more.
Well, technically, I reckon it's 10:40 now in America, in Australia.
10:42.
All right.
Leave Terry alone. He can't tell the time.
Yeah, I know, but the message was 4 minutes ago, so 4 minutes on 4 on to 36 equals 40.
Right, put them little bits over there. What's this here? E11, E4, D60. E11 and E4. Come on, where's 11?
Down the pub.
11, there it is. Gotcha.
Right.
We haven't gone round the tables at all during this stream. How very ignorant of me. I will do that in a minute, because we're close to the end now anyway.
But has anybody noticed?
No.
No.
No one's complained.
Yeah.
No one's even asked what we're building. They've got no interest in what we're building.
No, they're just listening to us banter away. We could be exchanging recipes and they'd be lapping it up. Except Tudor Rose or Tank Guy.
D60.
What did I just cut
D60.
out?
D60. Aha. Oh, that's a natty little bit there. Oh, pingage time. Here we go. No, he does it successfully. There we go. This is indeed a modelling channel, a makers channel, a hobbyist channel. We get all sorts of people joining us on the midweek ones especially. Saturday morning tends to be for my Australian and Scottish friends because they're in different time zones.
Yes, this part of Scotland is the land that time forgot, yes.
But you only got electricity last year, didn't you?
This is true. We only got electricity, and it's steam-powered electricity as well.
I'm a cheeky part. I do apologise.
Steam powered. Mm.
Adam says, working with Tezza, I can confirm he wouldn't make that fence leap without residual damage to the panels.
And the cheeks of his arse. And his pride.
Paul Price says, well, bed's calling, so night all. Paul, thank you so much for joining us,
Take
mate.
care, Paul.
You'll have to get on the panel soon. Miss you.
See you next time. Oh, see you tomorrow evening there, Paul.
Sleep well, Paul.
Yep.
David Marshall says he's still watching on the phone as he hasn't got home yet.
Oh.
Sides Workshop says, hello, lads.
Hi, Side.
Sides Workshop.
Hey, Si. How you going, mate?
I dropped that bit on the floor, so I can't do that. Could I tempt fate by attempting some soldering on a live stream?
Do it. Can't be just me who has accidents with that kind of stuff.
Well, I cheat. There's two types of soldering. There's the one with the soldering iron, and then there's the one with the blow lamp.
Yeah.
Right, isn't it the solder? Oh, there it is there.
Would you like us to go big screen in case of any accidents, Panzer?
No.
Why not?
I'm not gonna do commentator's eye or commentator's mouth by saying there will be no accidents, because the minute you say that, there's going to be an accident.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Murray Walker was renowned for it. And now we'll see some spectacular driving. Oh, he's crashed the car!
Don't sneeze.
I need a bigger sliver of soda than that. Oh, yeah, I thought for a second that pinged off. Right, where's my flux going? Who's made me bottle of flux? There it is. It's fluxed off. Don't me brushing the flux.
Right, that's those 3 bits. Let's get them glued. I'm guessing Joshy's working today as well, is he?
It's Saturday. He might be, yes.
It could be, as the weather warming up, he's going to get busy.
You're an old pirate there, Scott.
Ahar!
Busier.
Ahar!
Right,
Yeah,
let's go.
Hey, why are pirates so angry?
Because they are.
Exactly, yeah.
I just ruined your joke. I'm sorry.
Well, that was a brilliant bit of soldering, Panzer. You just soldered the wrong soldering end.
Oh, well done.
A left end and a right end. At least I've reinforced the joint at that end.
You had one job to do, Panzer.
I did, and I tried to do it twice. Now I'm doing it a third time because I've soldered the wrong end.
Oh my Buddha.
I'm just jumping ahead here because I know this piece
Goes there.
goes here.
I just breathed heavily onto the area where I've been putting all my little bits, and a little bit just went flying.
It'll have flown to the same place as that little bomb.
Oh, don't.
I have a feeling you'll find the bomb at the same place.
Oh, God, come on. It was just here. Can't go on. There it is. Got it. Got it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
KFC dinner?
That sounds like a plan, mate.
Yeah, it does. It's warming up here. I might put the AC on.
Just rub it in, mate. It's like -1 here at the minute.
Yeah, well, it's...
According to my computer, it's 9 Celsius outside, mostly sunny. It's kind of cloudy outside, and according to the inside thermometers, it's 9.3 and 9.6 on this one.
Yeah. Well, it's 10 to 11, and it's still 19 degrees outside.
He's rubbing it in, Scott.
But 25 degrees inside.
He is absolutely rubbing it in.
And it's been raining too.
Yeah, soldered.
So
Not
it's
quite.
going to get rather rough tonight around Tassie, according to the news.
How did you get on with that hurricane you guys are having?
Cyclone.
Yeah.
I know. How'd you go there, Swampy? Swampy lives up in the affected area.
On the news over here, they made it sound like it was the end of the world.
It was only Carry 2 or something when it hit. It's just that it was because it's a big city. They was just worried about the flooding and so forth.
Right.
That came with it. But because Brisbane's surrounded by the islands, there's a few big islands around Brisbane may have saved it from all the high winds. Because as soon as it hit that, it sort of started slowing down until it was just a tropical storm that passed. Still caused a bit of damage, might add, with all the flooding and all that, all the rain.
Yeah.
And it does get rather warm up there because he quite often tells me he's got no air conditioning in his room.
Ah.
It'll be like 36, 40 degrees inside there.
What he needs is to get one of those electric desk fans. And you know, one of those ice, those ice blocks that you get. You can get them. You stick them in the freezer. They freeze, and you stick them in for you stick them in to keep your frozen goods warm when you've been out shopping.
Yeah.
And you stick one of those in front of your fan, and you switch the fan on, and that's a swamp cooler. That'll cool the air down. Because I used to do it with an ice lolly. The number of times I've drank Solero ice creams.
Thankyou says, Scott, is it a good thing I have to wind up my GPU fan to work?
It should already be working. You got problems if it's not.
Scythe's Workshop says, I finally ordered a new kit to build. I also bought some Tamaya magazines to read.
Oh, okay.
Excellent. I haven't seen a Tamaya magazine in years.
Yeah.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, isn't he in Malaysia? Is that right?
Okay.
Or is that
Thank you.
somebody
You in
else I'm
Malaysia?
thinking of?
Could be thinking of someone else.
Mm.
I'm not sure.
Some thinners. Yeah. Yeah, I've got to go to the shop and get some flow improver.
Prune juice, that'll improve your flow.
Axel can tell you that.
Not in the airbrush. It'll clog it.
Okay, we are 7 minutes away from the finish. I have to say once again, thank you to everyone who's joined us today on the actual panel. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Panzer.
You're welcome.
Already Spain?
Everyone who's watched on Rumble, epic numbers on Rumble today. Thank you so much. I think we peaked out at, we must have hit 50 today watching this morning's show. So thank you so much, everyone, on Rumble, Twitch, and of course, YouTube. We've been streaming to you in full 1080p.
You missed out the glory. Oh, damn, I dropped that piece on the floor. Full and glorious 1080p. Oh,
I thought I'd leave something for you, Panzer.
Yeah. See, you keep missing out the glorious part. That's the beauty of us, is that we're glorious.
We have got coming up at 1 o'clock JC's stream. Someone wants to pile a link in there, they can do.
I'll let Scott. Oh, Scott's got his hands full of a model. I'll do it. I'll find it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to put this piece in.
Wait a second. Where's my Google thing? Minimize you. Bring up you. Gonna have to do this twice, because I can't post anything in the chat one.
Oh, she'll be
We've
able
been,
to straighten.
we've been keeping Atoll up as well. Bye bye, folks. Going back to bed now. Catch up on the sleep I missed out on. Oh, did we get you up early, Atoll? I'm sorry, mate. We're getting out of here anyway. I'm going to drop a link for JC's stream at 1 p.m.
It's
It,
we're actually on at 2 p.m. for you
Yeah,
guys,
2
1
p.m.
a.m. for us.
Copy.
Or that'll be midnight for you, Swampy.
Go back up to here. Do this.
Breaking the rules again, aren't I?
Just
Dropping
going to
links
have
for
to make
people who aren't
do.
on the panel.
There we go. The link should now appear in the chat.
And it has indeed. We can get out of here now. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We're going. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Panzer. Thank you, everyone watching across the internet. I will be back at 6 p.m. on Monday. Join me then if you can. 6 till 8 o'clock UK time. Bye, everyone.
No worries.